And we're live.
What up? I said, what up? What's going on, y'all? Chilling, chilling, chilling. We got your boy Wings of Redemption, White Boy, well, Green Boy, 7th
I'm
Street,
camouflaged, right?
and Eddie the Chump.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's that, the Grinch?
You can't stream with that shirt on.
Surely.
You
Alex,
can't.
you can't stream with that.
He can't chroma key. It'd just be eyeball. That'd probably be cool, though, like some
I'm gonna
eyeballs.
try
Like
it. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna keep this nearby next time I stream.
It'd just be a floating head.
Because it is a little off, but it's close.
Yeah.
It might look cool for like an overlay. Everybody on Twitch has their like unique overlay. What if I was just a floating head? I just get rid of like people don't want to see my shoulders. Just be a floating.
What you do is you take a piece of the thing and you cut a cape and cut a hole in it and put it over your shirt.
That's what Zorbase did, right?
Yeah. then it just cuts everything off.
And what you're gonna have to do, the chair behind you too. Like sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that's gonna show.
For the audio listeners, I have a green shirt on and a green screen behind me.
That's true.
A green shirt with the Grinch.
Say, Alex, where can people check us out? Where can they check this podcast out?
They can check it out on iTunes. That's where a lot of these audio listeners are going to be coming from. iTunes. You got to search The Podcast Show, one word, and we're on iTunes. We uploaded it like a day early over there, the night early. And yeah, you can check it out on iTunes.
Oh, yeah. Degree. One of our sponsors soon.
Yeah. Other deodorant products are available.
The shiny.
I wanted
water.
to get sponsored by, what's that one with Terry Crews?
Old Spice.
Old Spice. They had gold medal champion deodorant at the spray.
Old Spice suck.
Yeah.
I like some Old Spice now. Old Spice be flavorful now.
I like the tropical.
Well, the standard Old Spice sucks.
The standard be good.
I don't know about the new shit.
What do you like about Old Spice?
I don't like anything that isn't. Honestly, this isn't women's right here. But I use women's deodorant, but I can't use anything that. I don't use anything that isn't powdered. For some reason, I only use powdered deodorant. And women's fucking deodorant is great. It smells the best, man.
What's the benefits?
It keeps you dry.
Okay.
And it smells good. It just a powder smell, you know.
So you be walking up in Wally World throwing women's deodorant in your bag.
Yeah, I buy some. We don't have Wally Worlds in Philly, but yeah, I buy some women deodorant.
You don't go to Walmart in Philly?
Walmart. We don't call it that.
Walla World.
Yeah, I just came from Walmart not too long ago.
It's Wally World. You know what else is good for females' hygiene products? That's better than men's? Shaving cream.
Oh, I could believe that also.
Well, shaving cream is fucking bomb. Men have better razors.
Yes.
But females had the better shaving cream.
Yeah.
Why do you think the women's have better shaving cream?
I think it's because they do their legs.
It's got more moisturizer.
It's softer. It's softer. It makes the razor more smooth. It takes more hair with it, and it irritates less.
They're not very foamy. Like the red, I forgot what. I can't think of any products today, male hygiene products. But like their men's shaving cream is very foamy, like foams up. Women's, it's more like a gel,
like slicker,
like Barbasol, Gillette Fusion.
I say real men don't shave, so I don't know anything about any of that.
I started shaving, so.
When are you gonna grow the big beard back?
I'm not.
No.
I got rid of the big beard because it started getting hard to sleep.
Or like it made it hard to breathe.
Like it tickle your nose or something?
No. I don't know if you guys remember my beard, but my beard was 14 and a half inches long at one point. And it got down to about here.
God damn.
And when I would lay down, it would like bunch up and come back on top of my mouth when I was, and you would get like food in it. I was going through a bottle of conditioner like once a week because you got to condition that shit right.
Yeah.
Well, don't grow it that damn long, then, motherfucker.
I'm not. I'm keeping this one trimmed down. I just want to let it grow thick. I need to let it grow on the sides here.
Mm-hmm.
I usually got that.
But you keep trimming it.
I keep trimming it.
Yeah, just don't. One day, just say fuck it. I'm not gonna trim it. I'm not.
Let it grow in thick right here.
Mm-hmm. What you're gonna have to do is like not go on like a date, because if you go on a date, you're gonna be like,
fuck it.
yeah, I gotta look all right, like, you know what I mean. But you just chill.
You got to.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, well, she's going to try to look her best. She's going to be smelling nice. Man, I got to fucking try to do something here.
It's funny,
I
didn't realize up until now that all of us have facial hair. I hadn't even, it just totally escaped my mind.
Well, we're all real men here.
That's true.
We all real men.
That's
This is
true.
a men podcast.
Sponsored by female deodorant.
Female deodorant.
And shaving
That's
foam,
great.
sorry.
I used to use Teen Spirit. It came in like it was girls. It came in, I sound like a little biatch. It came in like a purple purple case or whatever this is, casing. It worked good, but the dollar store stopped selling them, so
That is actually what the song Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana is about as well. It's about that deodorant.
You guys want to see something fucked up?
Yeah, show us something fucked up. Yeah, that
you can't see it over there, but
that cloth is fucked up.
well, that it is 78 degrees in my fucking room at 8 o'clock at night.
Damn.
South Carolina, motherfucker.
Oh, it's so nice outside right now. The ice just melted. There's no
ice.
snow. I think it's summer now. I'm over the winter. I hope it's good.
You know what else is kind of strange? I had to get my internet fixed today, and I was sitting there fucking cleaning my office for the tech guy to come. I'm like, I don't even clean my office for my mother. You know, like if a girl came over, I wouldn't clean the motherfucker, but I clean it for like a random dude.
It's because you can't. I don't know if you're the same, but I have these images. Like if you look up on the internet, like nerd key desks. Have you seen some of the worst images? Like they're just like covered in rubbish and cigarette ends and like just it's the most disgusting thing
I have never looked up that. I have to try this.
Dude,
now.
some of them are horrific.
I never looked that up.
Dude, someone sent me one and I was just like when I hadn't tidied my room for a while, like someone had sent me one.
God damn!
Yeah, man.
I honestly do clean up like when the tech guy come through to hook
Eddie,
the cable
can you show
up.
some of these on the stream?
What? Look up what?
I can cut them into the video, but I can't show them on stream.
Nerd what?
Yeah, check this motherfucker right here out. Oh my god, I would throw up.
This is like a throwback to episode 1.
Yeah, that was God damn. Yeah, that was like the horror John.
Yeah, search dirty desk.
You know what's scary about that picture I just shown you?
For real.
Look at the back with the Powerade bottles. All of those are yellow.
Ew.
I don't think that's Powerade.
Oh,
I don't think that's Powerade.
I had a couple of those in here like earlier this week.
What, piss Powerade bottles?
No, not Powerade bottles, but it was a couple of them. I just fuck it. I ain't feel like going to the bathroom.
The keyboard one's amazing for me. Like, look how burned it is from like holding a cigarette, like at the top of the page, like the second image.
Top one. Top.
They got all those Powerades. He hasn't done anything athletic in years.
Fucking unbelievable.
Man, like how? Oh my fucking lord! Like this one dude's got like a new monitor with like one of those old fucking break your back monitors.
CRTs, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we not blowing smoke up your ass. These pictures are fucked up. Look at the fourth image. Like it's just covered. Like you can't even see the monitor. That's crazy.
I've seen all these pictures. Almost all of them are smokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
they use their old soda cans as ashtrays. But they don't stick with one. They keep on going. Like they just use a little bit.
Yes.
I had to do that earlier before the stream. I had to like take some water bottles off of my desk. At least it's water bottles for me, and it's not like cigarette butts and
and dried cum on the keyboard.
So disgusting.
Like, how do you even fucking cum on your keyboard? Like
You hold it back. Like here, let me show you something on my
Oh,
desk.
it better not be no damn come on.
This
your
is
mother.
some freaky shit.
Freak
No, like
motherfucker.
you see that little like coffee ring thing right there?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was so embarrassed of that. I'm not embarrassed of that anymore. But let people see the desk because they're gonna want to see it. You know, it's just regular desk.
Got a proper man's keyboard there. I like it, Geordie.
A pink controller.
Yeah. Well, people always want to
breast
see the
cancer
desk.
awareness.
See your guys' desk. Come on.
All right, I'll show you my desk. Right.
Oh shit. I got a dirty ass desk.
Laptop, computer, Xbox One controller. Even though I don't have an Xbox One, Death Adder. Other keyboards are available.
Fucking terrible.
Drink.
Blue snowball, gummy worms. Fucking what is
And lotion.
ocean?
That's a proper mouse pad right there, though.
Fucking yeah. It is nice.
My shit's dirty. I got all these little Sour Patch things.
Yeah, I was just embarrassed of that little like one spot on my desk where it's like dirty and I can't get it up.
You ain't spraying nothing on it, just let it soak.
I have like I have a chicken bone.
This is my mouse pad. Get it? Listen to your desk, white boy.
I got a chicken bone.
That's amazing.
I got ketchup packages. I'll show you again. It's pretty bad.
Ooh,
God damn.
What?
Yeah, your shit like this.
Your desk is about a month away from those photos.
No, I don't let it get that bad.
No, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, you gonna get Kelly in there tonight, tell her to clean that shit, right?
No, my desk, my responsibility. Got some trail mix.
Yeah, my desk gets cluttery. It never gets like filthy. Like I'll have
I
like
just got a lot
5
of shit.
rollers on it.
Yeah, I'm cluttery. I'm not dirty.
Now,
Yeah, I got a lot of bullshit on my
what
desk, like
possessed
for
you
no reason.
to look up dirty desk in YouTube?
Someone sent me the picture once, and I think because my desk was, cluttered, and he sent me this picture in an email as a joke, and then I just had to I had to see them all. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like they were so disgusting. I had to look at every picture I could find and see what the worst ones were. Like, I don't know what it is.
Just imagine licking the keyboard of any of those dirty desks.
For how much?
I don't know. Well, what's your price?
What's the minimum price?
We
What's the
can't
minimum
go out.
price?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. We can't go outrageous because we'll just do it.
For $1 million bucks, shit, I'd probably clean the desk with my tongue.
I'd probably do it for $1 million too.
Clean the whole desk with only your tongue?
Yeah.
Only use me tongue. I don't know if I could do the whole desk.
The ashtray
Dude, you would throw up so many times.
Yeah, you would fucking pass out or something.
Yeah, but motherfucker, guess what? At the end of the rainbow, you set for a while.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Can you drink water or just no water?
I don't know.
I
I figured you'd be using water. Because like if I had to do that shit, I'd use one of like water bottles and like spray as much of the shit off the desk I could.
No, just your tongue. Like your mouth, the vacuum.
Probably be impossible because I don't think you'd be able to finish.
I'm gonna go on a limb. Smokers are fucking terrible people. Ugh.
Terrible
Eddie
people.
smokes.
That might be a bit far, Geordie.
Damn.
Terrible people? Like, god damn.
Geordie's calling out
probably
everybody left, right, and
Somebody
center.
probably
Bang, bang.
smoking right now like, damn, what did I do? Like,
I mean, like every one of these desks is like a pack of Marlboros.
Yeah, but they're also a lot older as well. Like, they look like, you can tell from the monitors and stuff and the keyboards and the color of the plastic. Quite a lot of these are like mid-90s.
The one that Wings linked, there's an Xbox in the background.
Yeah, there's an Xbox 360 on it.
Oh, that's true.
That's the worst one. My opinion.
with a flat monitor.
Like, when do you just give the fuck up? Like when do you give up
Heinekens,
and start
he got
putting the
one,
cigarette butts on the keyboard?
Well, imagine you're like, you showed us those images from like the Hoarders program. Imagine if you're like a 15-year-old kid that has to live in that.
Hold up. Look at the one with the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
And then look at the reflection in the monitor.
Okay.
You can see like the background, like the floor
That's a
Behind.
picture on the monitor.
Yeah, it's a picture of a dirty room.
Yeah.
I think he's done it as a joke.
He got 19p bottles back there.
Well,
That's
he at
so
least has the
disgusting.
2 Yoplait containers in the bottom left hand. At least he's trying to eat right.
True.
That's,
One of them still got a fork. Oh, that's another pee bottle in the front.
that
didn't
is
see
so disgusting.
Imagine drinking water and then you like this, you type in or whatever,
How does
and then you pick
how does
a
the
pee
keyboard
bottle
even
up on
work?
mistake.
How isn't it just completely jammed?
We all have a friend that's like this. Not like this, like to this extreme, but you have somebody that has a house that's somewhat nasty. And they
Yeah.
always go the same way. And they go, hey, man, you want something to drink?
You'd be like, nope. Nope.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good, player.
Go to my homie crib.
I go to the
my
store
homie
later.
crib, and he had roaches. And you know, if you got roaches and a lot of shit in your house, you know what's gonna happen. Like it's just gonna
Roach is gonna be shitting in your glasses
Yup.
too.
fucking laying eggs and
Oh,
shit.
it's fucking
You ever
disgusting.
see a guy with a house with roaches so bad they don't even run from you? They just like hang
Yeah,
out.
the roaches. I knew the roaches. Like we was cool with the roaches, and then she would ask every time just to be like nice or whatever. You want something to eat? I was like, I ate already. I'm hungry as shit. Like, oh my god, that food smelled good, but I just can't accept the food. Like,
Can't say say a roach, huh?
oh my
This
goodness.
is weird. Like in England, we don't have cockroaches. Well, we might do, but I've never seen one here.
You have the German cockroach over there.
Y'all don't have the big ass ones?
No, I
No,
don't
those
think
are
so.
called the American cockroach, Jive. That's why they're called the American cockroach.
I don't understand because well, it's technically American or whatever, but I'm from St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. And down there, it's next to St. Thomas and, you know, the Caribbean. And the only roaches I ever seen down there was the big motherfuckers that probably would fly.
But they
And then
probably
when I-
came over in boats and stuff. Like,
Something. I don't know how they
yeah, because I've never seen like proper American
and
cockroaches.
these roaches I'm talking about are the like little small ones.
Yeah, I suppose we could. We have a lot of beetles though, so I suppose it's kind of.
Would you
No.
rather have a few big roaches or a lot of little small ones?
A few
Because-
big ones.
Zero roaches.
Yeah, I'd rather none, but the big ones are fucking, and they fast as shit because they got them Usain Bolt legs. Like they got them long ass legs, and then they moving fast as shit.
If I had to have roaches, I'd rather have the little ones because the big ones are creepy.
But the
They-
little ones,
The little ones multiply faster.
Yeah, they multiply like crazy.
Apparently one of the only species that would be left after a nuclear holocaust is the cockroach. They're that hard to kill.
Do you think that's what's got to be next? Like how reptilians had their chance and then the meteor got them, then we have our chance. Do you think bugs are going to be, if like a meteor hits Earth or something?
Bugs world, bugs life.
Well, yeah, they're such a smaller life form, aren't they? It can't take that much for them to survive. I mean, what do they eat? Dust?
They can eat their own shit and survive.
Exactly. Like, yeah, mammals were too... You know, they lay
Roaches
eggs
bite.
and shit. We
know
carry
roaches
our
bite?
children, and that's like really dangerous for the mother and the child. Whereas insects just lay like 1 billion eggs, and then there's a billion more of them.
Roaches bite.
Yeah, roaches do bite.
Do they?
Yeah, they do, but it's not power enough to actually hurt. So I remember once I read the story one time. This old lady was like 85 or something. She was really old and decrepit. When she had a house and she had like 10 dogs in the house. 10 it was either 10 or 12. It was one of those two numbers.
10 dogs.
10 dogs, full size dogs too, not the little shits. I'm talking about big old fucking Chevy sized dogs.
Big old dogs.
Big old dogs.
Ew.
Full size dogs, and the dogs was shit in the house because she was so old she couldn't go clean up behind them, and never let them out. And the roaches was so embedded that they would, because they fed off the dog shit, like all the food. Like when they found her when she died, like one of her neighbors found her, she was like covered with like little sores because all the roaches had bitten her and stuff.
Ugh.
like
Yeah.
thousands upon thousands of times. It's like, oh my lord.
What a life.
You know, like when
A
I
roach infested house is just
burned a bitch.
That's the word. Yeah. Like you gotta. What's the name of that show? Come
Breaking
on,
Bad?
Infested.
Oh,
Infested.
Somebody had too many roaches, and then they had to not burn the house, but they had to somehow get them out of there with heat. Like they had to heat up the house, like to over 100 degrees or something, and like they all died like that. Something like that.
what did that?
The same with bed bugs. They do the same thing with bed bugs.
How did bed bugs come back? I remember we eradicated bed bugs, didn't we?
Bed bugs. Every story that I hear, like, it's like you might as well just throw your shit away.
You did. I mean, my sister. I had a mattress that I let my sister borrow, and it got bed bugs on it. And like it's fucking terrible, dude. Like they're not invisible. You know, normally you thought like, you can't see them. No, they're small, but you could see the motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
What do they do exactly? Why are they a problem?
They eat your dead skin.
Yeah, they eat dead skin. And what they do is they stay on the mattress and like they bed and they shit and they defecate and they get you sick.
Yeah,
Anything
they can make you
they'll hide
really
on.
sick. They can
You
make
be
you
real
really
dizzy
sick.
and have fevers and shit, and yeah, they
They
fuck
give
you
you
up,
dysentery. Dysentery. That's what I think they give you.
Commentary?
Dysentery.
Oh, okay. Dysentery, guys.
So it's like when you drink water in the wild and animals have shit in the water and you
Yeah.
drink it and it gets you sick.
So I know all of this lovely stuff we've been talking about will have put all of us in a very frisky mood. So, Winks, why don't you talk to us about what you wanted to talk to us about before we got stuck with all this disgusting shit?
Hey, 30, that was an impromptu topic. That was a good topic.
That's true.
Here's something I never understood, and this is more American culture than it is England. I know in England you're allowed to show nudity on TV. Is that correct?
Yeah, after the watershed, which is 9 o'clock.
So after prime time, England is allowed to show nudity. And like here in the United States, if you're a private channel like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, you can show nudity as well after a certain time. But public television, you're not allowed to show nudity. And like nudity is clashed down on so hard. You could have a guy gangbanging, and if you pull your dick out on the sidewalk beside him, the cops will beat you up before the guy, trying to rob somebody.
Yep.
I just never understood why sex is looked down upon so viciously. Like, if you're watching a movie, you can't see a girl, take her top off, or even like a guy pulled his pants down, but you can see him cut a guy's head off with like a dull machete, and it's perfectly fine. Like, why is our culture so amped up at, making sure nudities... Like, why is it considered bad for kids to see? Like, why?
I can understand... Right, so I should say, you're not allowed to... In this country, there's loads of rules about what you can and can't show. So you can't show, like, full penetration sex on regular TV. You can't show... You could... This is so weird. It speaks about England's nature a little bit. You can show a flaccid penis, but you can't show like an erect penis. That you're not allowed to do that. As far as women, I think past watershed, you're allowed to show full frontal nudity, and you're allowed to show like simulations of sex, but no full penetration. People can't actually be having sex.
Well, I'm not even talking about penetration. Like, why can't you just like what's the harm of a guy being nude on TV? Like, literally, what is the harm? Even if a 5-year-old sees it, like a 5-year-old knows he has something, he gets in the bathtub.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, all of that comes down to like context, isn't it? If it's like sexualized, if it's sexualized content, I don't think it's very wise to show highly sexual content to children. All right, I think that happens. We get older and mature into sexual beings.
But would you agree that just being naked doesn't make it sexual?
No, nudity is not sexual.
I mean, like let's give an example.
But you were talking about sex.
I understand. I was talking about being nude.
Oh,
nudity.
right, okay.
Nudity, period. Sex involves in that, But like, let's say you have your breast surgeon, and obviously when you're sitting there cutting breast cancer out of a woman's titty, you're not going to have a fucking erection. Same thing with a gynecologist. You're looking for infections and diseases in the vagina.
Yeah.
You're not going to be erected. You're not going to be like, oh man, I'm playing with a pussy. Got to get hard. Everything's about context. There has to be a sexual nature into it, and I think nudity can happen on TV without that context.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know why it is that American culture, well, I say Western culture like that. I don't want to single out America and be like, they're terrified of sex. I would say that most Western cultures are like that. Most Western cultures, I mean, you've got it pretty good when you consider, like, that's nothing compared to Japan. Japan has got a whole nother thing of...
They won't even, like, show penis in porn.
Yeah, no, it's grayed out. That's hence the reason why hentai was invented. Hentai is a thing because they're not allowed to show men and women fucking.
Why was the octopus a replacement for a dick, though?
Because they were very literal about what you could and couldn't show.
Tentacle porn.
They might ban a penis, but someone animated an octopus, right? Or a tentacle or whatever. So that's not breaking the law. I don't think it's like that now.
Is that the first thing that they figured out in this loophole? A fucking octopus?
Yeah, well, they got, that's... People, when you put limitations on people, it makes them more creative, doesn't it?
I didn't even know they had porn over there.
Yeah, they have porn, but it's all pixelated and stuff.
Tell them about it, Wings. Wings knows everything about this.
The porn man.
I don't know anything about Japanese porn, but like every race has porn. I'm sure like Aborigines that have never seen a TV in their life have some sort of porn.
Yeah,
I think
they probably tell two people from the town to fuck, like,
yeah.
you're our entertainment for the night. Like.
Yeah.
I think it's religion that is.
It's religion mainly in Western society, but nothing about Japanese society. They have like roots of trees and shit that you're supposed to that you eat, and it like makes you more fertile and makes you harder.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I heard about that.
It's like whose concern is this? Is this something like?
I wonder what that tree is.
What is that tree?
It's the Avatar tree.
Let me look that up. Avatar tree.
I love when I get to see some titties on like a HBO show or Showtime.
I used
it's
to
so excited. I love it.
Why do you think?
I used to stay
why do you
up
think
real
Game of
late.
Thrones was so popular? Like the first season, right? It's now going into season 5 or something. The last 3 seasons have been. There's been fucking in it, but nothing like the first season. If you go back and watch the first season of Game of Thrones, it's just
It
It was
fucking.
that brothel, right? They were taking.
They were in a
place in that
brothel.
Yeah.
Khaleesi was getting taken from behind by Khal Drogo. She was studying how to fuck and all this kind of
Khaleesi
stuff.
was getting fucked.
Yeah.
All right.
And now the actress who plays Khaleesi is it's now in a contract. She's not doing any more nude scenes. Emilia Clarke.
What a bitch.
Fuck
I know,
Amelia
right?
Clark.
Right.
Yeah, they were like freaking out so much when Janet Jackson got her titties shown.
Yeah, like that's what sparked this conversation. The Janet Jackson bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you have a nip slip, and like that's like it's on TV all day. Like this is defiling my children. Watch the Super Bowl. Your children's
Eddie
never
is
seen a pair of
frozen.
titties.
Eddie is frozen.
Oh,
Eddie's fine on my
Oh,
screen.
you're
Yeah.
back now.
Too.
Yeah, you were like this, like.
I wasn't frozen this end, so it's fine for the recording.
But I watched somebody get their face ripped apart on the previous episode of Walking Dead.
Oh my god, it was the best episode ever.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like it didn't look, we're grown men, so it didn't look real crazy and but
I was tripping.
it was fucked up.
I was scared. I was freaking out. Oh my god, it's such a good episode.
Why is that more acceptable than watching someone fuck on TV? Why is I think Wings' point, to paraphrase you,
Yeah, exactly.
is why is violence more acceptable? Why? I mean, can anyone put up an argument as to why it should be more acceptable?
What if it's just because we get to release our rage by watching it and not actually doing it?
True. I mean,
Is
some people
But
say
you can say the same thing for porn. You beat your fucking dick, you bust a nut, so you ain't go out and rape a bitch.
Okay, that works. That makes sense.
I don't.
Because look, think about like old school, like way 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. There's a lot of rape, and there was a lot of murder. It was more violent, but we get to like just see it. That probably that gives us enough. Like we're satisfied with just seeing it and not doing it.
Humans like to hide this fact, but humans have a bloodlust. I know. I went to school in the South, and in the South, the big thing is hunting. Can't wait hunt season.
Big deer hunting, big boars.
Big deer hunting, boars, you know. And you know why these people want to do it. They've got their guns. They love them. They're looking at them. They're like, Daddy, can I kill something?
I forgot to bring this up. I'm sorry for cutting y'all off, but I'm looking for the video now. It was like remember when I said it didn't look gruesome? Like I was like, Well, I watched the video. I guess it was in Pakistan, and it was a guy, he had like a machete, and then he went like this and cut himself in the back, cut his back. Oh my God.
I know what you're talking about. And do you see his back meat flap open?
God. And then he split his whole fucking back open. Like it was crazy. I couldn't believe that shit, man.
Why would he do that?
I don't know,
It was some
man.
sort of ceremony or something. There's some sacrifice to the gods or something along those lines.
some worthy reason.
Religion.
Yo, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find.
I know what I
no
want to
way
get
I'm
on
watching
religion
that.
talk, but like
Yeah.
like even today, there's a guy on the plane.
Honestly, I don't think it was religious.
Because like there's a guy from going from Washington D.C. to Denver today, and like he said the word jihad, got a little crazy.
Here it is.
I don't want to watch it. Don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. There's no fucking way.
No, y'all gotta watch it.
No, dude. No.
It's pretty bad.
No.
Is it any worse than the guy getting his head cut off with the chainsaw?
It probably is.
Like I seen that one where the guy got his head chopped off with a chainsaw, and the other guy got a rusty knife. Chainsaw was the better way to go there.
Oh yeah, the rusty knife where they have to like whack it a few times.
Yeah, he hit him a few times right in the front of the neck, and he's like,
That's so grim, man. That's so grim.
it's like gang territory and stuff. It's like
There it is. It's in the chat.
We're going dark today, boys.
Yo, that it just was. It just made me think of that. Like when I was like, it didn't look bad, and I wasn't like, then I was like, oh shit, this video was crazy.
Fuck.
Woo!
I'm not watching it, dude. There's no fucking way.
Because the cut was so clean.
It's probably sharp as fuck.
Yeah, the shit was clean, and then his back just opened like.
Oh! Oh my God. Okay, can we not talk about this?
Eddie, come on, you gotta watch it.
I'm not
man.
watching it, dude. No fucking way. No fucking way.
Damn.
I'll throw up.
It was bad.
We did the peppers. You can't even watch. You can't.
Right?
It'll be in my mind, dude. It'll stay in my mind for
This will be
days.
the most pepper challenge.
To watch the video,
Dude,
child.
I'll eat fucking a million ghost peppers before I fucking watch that shit. Fuck that.
The challenge has been thrown down. 1 million ghost peppers.
Yeah. We're taking
Did you watch
Eddie at his
it? You watched
literal
the
word
wings?
here. Oh,
You watched
no,
the
fuck
wings?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
If the
bad.
people at home want to see it, what would they search? And by the way, this is not safe for work, for your sanity.
It's not
It
safe
is.
for life.
It is crazy.
Jesus is going to judge you.
I will
Yeah.
bookmark it, and I will be in the chat
But
anyway.
this is the
so.
point. This is the point. I would rather see titties.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
If this link was like to a girl like pulling her titties out in like a cheerleader uniform, everybody would be watching it, and nobody would be mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It could be any ethnicity girl. It could be a black girl, an Arab girl, an Asian girl. Nobody would care.
You've frozen
It
for
would
me,
be beautiful.
Wing. Sorry.
Yeah, me as well.
You're going around. I didn't say anything.
There you go, you're
because-
back now.
There you go.
You're back.
He's back.
He's back, everybody.
Like, I literally nobody's froze for me yet.
I hate those things because there's nothing Wings could do right there unless
Yeah,
it
no.
was
Nothing at
downloading
all.
Some porn.
some back
He
porn.
talking about, I want to see titties, and then he started downloading the motherfucking porn, then he disappeared. You know what happened?
You know what? Let's talk about porn for a minute.
Oh, shit.
We've been watching porn for a while. Everybody, right? Come
Oh,
on now.
yeah, of course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Eddie's not watching porn.
Yeah, no, I am, obviously.
But I've gotten to the point where I only can watch porn if it's amateur.
Eddie, do you produce porn?
Yes, that's what
Like-
that robe is for. This is a set. I'm actually in a studio right now. This isn't my room. This is a set.
The worst lit studio ever.
Yeah. So apparently I need to get some better lights. But this,
What?
I mean, if there was just someone fucking back there, it would look like amateur porn, right? That's what you're supposed to think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
What?
saying, like,
So
I
actually,
can't. I
it's
don't
great
like
lighting.
I don't like the really good porn anymore.
What's it about the amateur? Like the feeling, the authentic feeling?
The authentic, you know how it's like, damn, it's almost like you're a voyeur.
You like a hidden camera kind of porn, or like they're doing the porn, they're filming it, like,
Hidden camera.
or do you like a hidden camera kind of thing?
Fucking freak.
I like the guy who's I like it when they're filming it, and I like when somebody's
Like point of view.
When point of view, I like them when they're competent too. Like I don't like a motherfucker that just is like, yeah, that's good. I want this shit. You know, get you a fucking selfie stick.
I was about to say that.
That's what it comes down to. I know what you mean, though. Like,
If I had to shoot a porn, I would have a selfie stick and a GoPro on at the same time. You know, it'd be like, and I'd have my camera set up somewhere else. I'd have 3 fucking angles on that bitch.
yeah, you'd technically be shooting multi-camera, right?
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. There's something about, like, really high quality...
Too high quality.
Yeah, too high quality where it's like, I don't know if these two really want to have sex right now. Mm-hmm. Whereas you guarantee, if you watch any amateur, these people want to fuck.
Yep.
Right, and they
Right.
get more into it.
Yeah, they're more into it. Whereas if you're watching some, like, super amazingly beautiful girl with some guy who looks like he never ever leaves a gym, right? And, like, as soon as it starts, it's like the best sex ever, right? And everybody's screaming. I'm like, it's fake as shit, right? They're just being paid to do that. That's just their job.
I hate overacting.
You like-
I was about to say a stripper. It's a porno dude. His name is Wesley Pipes. He is fucking horrible. He fucks your whole experience up. Like, he'll be fucking a bad bitch like that. Like, you know, just shut up. Like, we don't want to hear you. Like, we want to hear the chick. Like, this dude, he talk, like, sometimes he make me laugh. But he talks so much shit. I don't think it was ever a porn I ever watched with him in it that he just shut the fuck up and fuck her. Like, he'd be like, yeah, it's nothing but dick touching you, baby. No hands. My dick just touching you. I'd be like, shut up. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like,
You're ruining this for me,
You never talk to your bitch when you fucking her job.
yeah, but I don't want to hear him. Like,
Lights
you
on
know?
or off. Lights on or off.
I like some light. I don't like a fucking like date like right now. Like, that's too much unless it's daytime. But you know, if it's like, you know, like the TV reflection, I turn the volume down though. I like it to be quiet.
Yeah.
I just recently had an experience with my first girl that wanted the lights completely off, and like it blew my mind. Like, you can't see what you're doing.
Like my eyes closed off.
Like eyes closed off.
I couldn't do that. I like, because obviously you can see just my curtain being open a little bit, so there's like just like a shaft, pardon the
Like,
pun,
yeah.
of light coming in. So you just catches nice parts. I like that.
Exactly. Because I like to see, you know, the ass and shit like that.
Yeah. I can't handle complete darkness.
I could do it, but I don't.
Well, yeah,
prefer
I mean,
My aim is not good enough for complete darkness.
Complete dark, it's scary. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You can't see anything.
you don't know
That's
where
what
anything's
zombie-
gone at the end. It could be on the ceiling. Could be on the wall.
I just never understood that. Complete darkness. It's like
complete dark. That's just way too dark.
But you're looking at it like my dick's hard. I'm obviously attracted to you. Like, what are you afraid I'm going to do? I'm going to see you undressed and my shit's going to go.
At least get a fucking blindfold. Don't go the cheap route and just say, what, like close your eyes?
That's a good idea. It's like next time I run into that scenario, it's like, here, bitch, put this on.
You see, a blindfold though opens avenues to a much darker road. It's the first step on a very slippery slope.
They can't come dodge with a blindfold.
Like he knows something.
Well, a skilled one can.
She can feel the air move.
No, she can feel it coming.
No, I had this girl give me head one time, and like she was so good at giving head that she could tell where you were at sexually by like how your penis reacted and how your balls felt.
Oh yeah.
So she knew what was up. She knew while she was doing it.
I know a couple of them.
Yeah, I've met a few experts.
Yeah. And it's like
that's how I am with like eating pussy though. Like, do y'all eat pussy?
Yeah, of course you do. If you don't, you don't deserve it. As far as I'm concerned.
Look at it this way, Job. I kicked the bitch out my house, and she still came by every Monday for 6 months.
Okay, Wings. This is the whiteboard. Do you eat Kelly's pussy?
I partake. Yes. My 7th Street friends like down talked it when I was like growing up.
When you're young,
7th Street
you
friends
don't know no better.
Puerto Rican and black, yeah, well, and Mexican.
You don't know no better when you're younger, though.
I've always heard that stereotype that black people don't eat pussy.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, every Bigfoot has a spotter's job. You could be the only black dude I know to eat pussy. Does your homies eat pussy?
Like a motherfucker.
You ever ask your homies?
They all eat pussy. They better.
I don't think you can keep a girl.
I don't think they never said, no, I didn't. Like, hell no.
I think girls that don't like it.
Nah, they've never had it done right.
Yeah.
I've actually met two different girls.
Thoroughly convinced they've never. Anyway, this has turned into violence and sex podcast.
Porn, yeah, I was gonna give a tip out, but nah.
Give the tip out, Jeff.
Yeah, go ahead.
I ain't gonna give that tip out.
Modern Warfare 3.
No, we was talking about when the girl knows where you're at.
Yeah.
But when you eating pussy and you feel like this her ass, say this her asshole. I always have my finger in her ass if she likes it, like this, and if you feel it, like pulsating, like if you feel that shit, that's when you know she about to come. So keep doing what you're doing. Or do it
White boy taking notes.
See. I'm dead serious. Or you could put it in her pussy. It's the same thing. But if it's in her ass, you feel
Kelly's just gonna walk in later
tighter.
and see on his desk, and there's just gonna be a huge note with pulsating arse.
The best part is White Boy comes next week with like a chocolate finger.
Dookie finger.
Oh man! Like, how do you get to put it in your ass? Like I never heard of that. Like I never thought let me put it in your ass, baby. Let me just do.
You just do it. Like you should be like that, and then
what if the bitch goes like? You try to crawl away from
then you back off.
Yeah, then you back off. But what you do while you eating the pussy? Her pussy's wet, so you use your finger and then you put take some of the liquids down to her ass, and then let's change the subject.
Sex talk with
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, the pussy be wet, so you use the liquid because it ain't no liquid coming from the ass.
Bad comment on this because I might never get another chance. Have you ever ran into the fact that some girls like the wetness is different? Like some girls have like that paper thin, like almost like watery type wet pussy, and other girls have a thick saliva type wet pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
another thing is Asian girls.
Yeah, isn't that how much water they've drunk? Sorry, Jive. I think that's whether they're dehydrated or hydrated. I think.
Like, what do you think, Dad? Like,
I don't know. I don't know about that. These bitches drink a lot of water that I know, and they pussies be differently wet.
I think it's like a human like culture thing.
Maybe I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Asian. It seemed like their vaginas are like in a different. It might sound funny, but it seemed like it's like down more. Like it seemed like their vaginas are down more. Every Asian chick I ever had sex with, it's weird. Let me show y'all who one of the Asian chicks I had.
Oh man, look how excited he looks. He like his face happy, like it just hit him over.
But they're not sideways?
No, they're not sideways.
No, it's just
Pornhub can figure that out.
Hold on, what she had? Her name's Asia. Here she go.
Is her name Asia?
Yeah. Not Carrera though. It's not Carrera.
Oh no, I clicked the chat and it was the back splitting video. Oh no.
I put it in there. I don't know if it's gonna come straight. Yeah, she comes straight up.
This is a porn star.
Did you see her? Asia? Yeah.
You fucked Asia, the porn star?
Yeah, I used to fuck her every week. Like, that was my little bitch. Come on, man. I'm a fucking boss, man.
Yeah.
What can I say?
I'm gonna point this out. Her eyebrows remind me of Kelly. K-pop.
The eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when girls have that one fucking just like rogue tattoo on like their hip.
Well, you don't like it?
No, I don't like it.
I don't think one tattoo, unless it's a really big one, you need multiple tattoos, I think.
You have to have multiple tattoos and they have to be feminine. Like, I like it when a bitch has like flowers and stars and shit.
Yeah.
But I hate it when it's like a pit bull.
Like
Yo,
something
I
masculine.
hate when they have. I hate dumb tattoos, like tattoos that just, like why would you have like a fucking tattoo of lotion on your like it's dumb tattoos that don't make sense. What you got that for? I don't know.
My sister just got a dumb tattoo.
What'd you get?
She got like it's like grace and beauty, like right there on the arm. A place that you can't cover up with a t-shirt.
Yup.
18, dumb as shit. Grace and beauty. Like, what the fuck?
She'll understand later. Like,
It's
fuck!
She'll look at that bitch. She'll get that shit covered up later. I guarantee it.
Like, I was thinking of getting a tattoo hair, like a chest and shoulder tattoo. Meaning something meaningful, like my mom and my daughter's names and shit, and some design to cover this shit. But it wasn't gonna protrude out here or down here or anything. It'll be covered if I like wear a t-shirt.
You gotta get a cool fucking tattoo.
I met a girl.
You get a nice one.
She was serving me at a shop, and she had, you know how in Ocarina of Time, I don't know if you've ever played it, but like Link has the Triforce on the back of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She had that, and I was like, "That's a cool girl." Like she served me, and I just noticed the Triforce on her hand. I was like, "Wow, you into Zelda?" She's like,
"Was your girl there?"
No, this was years ago.
Okay.
My mom always told me that if I was going to get a tattoo, think about it and then wait 5 years. And if you really want it, wait another 5 years and then get it.
Then you'll never get it.
That is some parents' advice about tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know about
like,
you, but
I'll just say don't get a tattoo.
yeah.
But I also think tattoos are kind of like a in the moment type of thing, or how you're feeling at that.
Yeah, but
time.
it's a permanent in the moment type thing.
Well,
Yeah, like
I was just going to bring
you
this
can
up.
Look at it and to get like reminded of that time in your life.
I'm just going to bring this up. Like, my parents' generation were really against tattoos. Like, my parents, everyone I knew, their parents were against tattoos. And it feels like my generation, my actual generation, our generation, is like way more open to like body art and all that kind of crap. And I'm just like, there's going to be a lot of pensioners with tattoos at some point. There's going to be a lot of people in old folks' homes with like crazy tribal tattoos and shit. It's going to be hilarious.
I saw a captain. This motherfucker had all these fucking tattoos and shit. I was like, cool tattoo, dude. He was like, Thanks, man. Like this, like if he probably buttoned his shirt down, he probably had all these fucking tattoos because he had all this shit tatted up. His hand. I'm like, oh shit,
Was he a
fucking cap,
pilot?
the fucking pilot. Yeah, the pilot.
Face
I'm like,
tattoos.
oh shit.
I don't understand face tattoos.
Never. I would never do that.
To me, they're an indication of mental illness. Like, I've never met someone with a face like I met someone with like a bald head and a tattoo right in the center of their head. I was like, you've got to be crazy. You've got to be mental to do that.
Or you were high as fuck when you did it.
Yeah, one of the two.
That's like a tender part of your body too, like at the top of the head.
Right on the scalp.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Fuck. Be agony.
Shit.
I'm just gonna get no tattoos. Like I had an idea for a tattoo, and it would fall like kind of like what White Boy said. Like when I left Kyle's house for the FPS boot camp, I felt like a changed person. I felt like a new person. Like I'd shed skin. Like I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be the time. And I thought that I was gonna get the number that I started on Kyle's house tattooed on my body somewhere, so I could see it every day where I used to be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 442, 442. That's where you used to be. And then I thought it would be just easier to like frame one of my pair of pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to put my pants back there in a frame, it would literally take that whole section up behind me. You see where there's like two like separator joists? It's like my pants off of me makes me depressed to like just looking at them.
Yeah.
I was imagining. So our hair also, right hair. You know how you said hair is tender.
Yeah.
Like your underarm.
Yeah. Fuck
Like
that.
this part. Right here. Oh my god! I heard it's the worst, dog. I heard it's the worst, and that's where. I heard this part.
If you any good with your cum, you make a bitch nut right here. Right underarm.
Wait, what?
Please say that again.
Say that again?
There's like a nerve that goes right through there, and
White Boy's adding to the notes.
you play with it with your fingertips, and you can suck on it, and like take that muscle and suck on it. Get her right, son. Get her rolling up the side of the wall.
That is
What
the
if
first
she?
time
What
I've
if she
ever heard
didn't
that.
use this?
You gotta.
What if
look at it.
what if she
suck it
used
up.
too much of it?
Suck it up.
You never ate a pussy that was dirty.
Not properly
Not-
dirty.
you
Not what
do,
not dirty.
I'm not like talking like pick up basketball.
How
being dirty.
dirty?
I'm talking about like getting after. Just got off work and
Oh,
stuff
that's
like
not
that.
dirty. That doesn't.
Oh
count.
yeah.
I mean, like you're gonna
Fuck
deal with
yeah.
a little smell.
Fuck yeah, I did. But you always do the sneaky stuff.
Everybody here has probably got their blood wings.
They're who?
The blood wings. You never fucked a girl on a period?
Yeah, I did. You know,
You be fucking
The
sometimes
period-
and it start the
me
period.
and my ex, we had the period towel. Spread the towel down. We had like two old big ass towels. Spread them on the bed and shit.
I got a funny story about that. I had sex with a girl. She was my girlfriend at the time. Probably over a decade ago. I'd say when I was about 19. And the lights were off. That she was one of these lights off people. And I was wearing a condom. And when I turned the light on, there was just blood, like all like on my stomach and my leg. And I honestly thought like I'd cut my dick or something.
A massacre.
Like, because I couldn't feel it. I was like, oh my God, what's happened? She was like,
She
oh
cut
no,
my
don't
shit
worry.
off. She cut my shit off.
Yeah, like it was,
That had to
that
happen
scared
to
the shit out of
everybody.
me.
That would
Um,
really scare me because I can't see my dick.
Yeah.
What?
What? I can't look. I mean, like,
Oh, whoa,
Oh,
no.
I'm not gonna do
No,
it like that.
no.
But like
Oh,
my-
okay.
My stomach,
All right,
stomach protrudes like 10 inches. It's actually 16 inches from where it should be to here. So I got 16 inches of stomach. So I look down. I can never see my dick. So I can't see it when I'm having sex. I can't see it when, So I don't ever get to see the penetration or anything like that.
Now to aim the
Maybe that's why you
motherfucker.
like amateur porn, Geordie.
I mean, it's like that's something I fantasize about. Like, I wonder what sex will be like once the skin and the fat's gone, and you actually can watch yourself fucking a chick.
Wait, didn't you say you had a pretty penis before?
I
Or
do.
Penis? How do you know?
You've never
Right,
took
the
a
mirror.
shower and look in the mirror.
Oh, the mirror.
Ah, see.
You never took a dick pic.
I
See,
have.
it's also another reason for the selfie stick, surely.
Yeah.
Some nice angles.
You know, a little bit of gardening, landscape gardening down there.
I got the thick 6 right now, but I think if I lost weight, I'd be closer to 7.
You reckon?
Do you think it would go down, it would increase in length but decrease in thickness?
No. Your penis is a ligament. It's not a muscle. It's a ligament. It's like your hamstring. It stretches and it fills with blood.
Yeah.
It does. You're never going to gain or lose penis. What happens is when you're fat, the base around the base gets fat too, and there's about an inch of fat right around the base that hides it.
So push it in your body more.
Well, no, it's just like say this was your penis right here.
It seems like it's in your body.
See,
more.
this is your penis right here, like this is, and like there's just a ring of fat right there. Like when you lose the weight, it comes back.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Does your nut like ever retract into your body?
Yeah, if it's really cold.
Yeah.
One of your balls?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen, but I live in South Carolina.
I mean, it just happens. It happens sometimes. Like if I'm sitting weird, sometimes during sex, it'll retract, and it just hides in there. You gotta
use your hand, start up here, and then push that shit out. Like, yo, that's crazy. That shit sucks, man.
It's like we doing something here. You need to get back on the stage.
Yeah.
So,
I guess stage right.
Fucking sucks.
It
doesn't suck. It doesn't suck worse than catching a cramp though while having sex.
Oh, that's the worst.
And you're trying to play it off.
Oh
like
my god.
Cramp.
Hamstring. And you're trying to play it off. You're not letting her know.
You're doing some like weird angle. You're like, yeah.
You're all like this number right here.
Yeah, and then you don't want to stop. She wonder why your
the leg out like this. It's like
yup. You trying to stretch the leg out while doing it and shit.
Oh, it's the worst.
And I don't think I ever told the chick, like, yo, I pulled a cramp. Like I never told her. I just kept that shit to myself. Like,
because you don't want to ruin the moment. It's like sex is about the moment, and if you just stop, if you like, excuse me, hold on 1 second, I've got a cramp. I have to time out. The moment's gone.
Give it a toy.
Yeah.
Just play with
the
your
cramp sucks.
Have you ever give up on sex?
Yes.
Like tried to start and then just stop.
I have pretended. Thankfully, I was wearing a condom. I have pretended that I have finished, and hadn't.
Yeah.
And it worked. You got off with it.
Oh yeah.
Recently, I had sex with like these 2 chicks, not at the same time, but like back to back, like one day then another day, and then luckily some other chick was like, "Yo, I gotta I'm gonna come over," because she never came over and shit. She came over like straight from work. She was like, I'm gonna come over today, and I'm like, damn, I just fucked these other 2 chicks, like, you know, but whatever. I wanted to fuck her, so she came through, and like, nothing could make me come, like nothing. I had to like just be like, yo, we gonna stop, and then maybe in round 2 I'll come, like, and then we stopped for a little while, like an hour, and then we started again. Then thank God, and it felt like a fucking fire hydrant, like that much fucking cum was gonna come out, but that shit was like, bloop.
That sounds like a third nut.
Yeah, that shit was like,
oh man,
it was like,
I am a firm advocate on the second nut.
Yeah, the second.
If I know I'm getting pussy that day, I always beat my dick beforehand.
Yeah, the second nut is a tough one. The third one, that shit was like impossible.
Third one's a wrap, son. I had a girl cry one time because I didn't tell her I was on the third nut, and she didn't think she could get me off.
Yo, the third one is like impossible.
Not when you're 15, 16.
Oh yeah, that's like.
Yeah, now we're all
on the third nut.
We've all got a little bit more seasoning now, so 3 times is an effort.
Yeah, and we got like when you 15, 16, it'd be like a little bit of nut coming out. Now when you grown, that should be like fucking a cup full and shit.
First, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
You ever thought of what it'd be like to be a girl?
I was about to say, they got it like better because they could just,
I'm talking about just having like drunk dudes like hitting on you and shit. Just imagine being a sexy girl in the club.
Oh yeah, all day grabbing your arm and shit.
Yeah, like fucking. I can't stand a drunk girl. I can't stand. Their breath be stank. You know.
I can't stand no bitch with breath, stink breath.
It's. I just really could imagine what it'd be like to be a girl with having dudes paw on you all fucking day.
Come here, girl.
I think I'd find people actually touching me very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Like grabbing you, I'd find really annoying.
I talked to this chick and
Yeah,
she
go
said like it's annoying. She like, I'm not trying to be a bitch, like, but like I get hit on all day and she like look good as shit. Like, so, and when you in the club and you got drinks in you, it's like something, I don't drink or anything, but I guess it boosts your confidence or something because she said the guys won't say anything to her if they see her in like the mall or anything. But if they see her in a nightclub or whatever, they'll fucking, hey, come here, and
But
there's billions.
Isn't a nightclub where you're like you go to hook up, not the mall?
That's the exact answer. It's like in the mall, you question like she might be with her man or shit. She got a man.
If you want to talk to a chick, you talk to them anywhere, man.
Well, that's the same reasoning. Like it's like, well, they might have like, how do you know if they're in a relationship or they got a man? But if they're at the club, they look.
Also, though, on the flip side of that, I'm pretty sure that men don't really enjoy clubs. They go there to drink, laugh at their friends' crap jokes, and talk to attractive women. That's why men go to clubs, but they don't actually like them, right?
We go to the mall to shop.
Yeah, no, I mean nightclubs. So why do...
No, but I'm just saying, when we go to the mall, we don't really go to shop. We know exactly what the fuck we want. I want a monitor, and I'm going to get it, and I'm out of there. Like, women go and shop, and then men hit on them. Men hit on women anywhere. Period.
I mean, but Eddie, you gotta understand, like a bar's like foundation is to get girls in. If you can get girls, the guys come regardless. You don't have to like pitch sales pitches to guys.
Yeah.
You got sexy women. There'll be men there buying them sexy women drinks in hopes they can get in their pants.
But my point is that women seem to like clubs to go and hang out with other women, right?
Have fun.
And they actually enjoy clubs. Where I think if men were brutally honest, like if they could get Eva Longoria or whatever by sitting at home playing fucking COD, they would. Like there's shit that every man would much rather be doing.
You hating? Lefty got a bitch on Xbox.
That's true.
Man, Lefty ain't got no bitch.
Lefty got a bitch on Xbox.
Lefty ain't got no bitches. But this other girl told me a story about Facebook. Like her Facebook, like guys would.
White boy got a bitch on Xbox, didn't he?
It wasn't. It was like more YouTube and not a bitch.
I believe white boy. Hold up, moment of silence. Oh, that was touching right there, white boy. Come on, explain what happened. Not a bitch. Oh, that was cute. Look at him.
Terminology was a broad terminology. It doesn't define any characteristics of said person.
No, no, it's all good. I was saying though, it was online. Like we were nearby located, and we met from YouTube.
That happened with Juicer as well, didn't it? Juicer met his girlfriend, his wife now.
Mm-hmm.
Online.
I had a girl.
Some people get lucky.
I had a girl that liked.
That's what I mean. Like some people get lucky, but my point was that girls actually like clubs, whereas guys are like, I'd much rather be doing anything else, but this is where the chicks are at, and I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why men go.
And white boy, your chick is really cool. Like I really like her, and that's lucky. Like you got lucky. Like that ain't gonna happen with everybody. What happened with you, Wings?
Oh, I met a chick on Twitter, And like we talked for like years, and like we had planned on meeting and shit. She recently just fucking blocked me. It's like holy shit, just out of the blue, blocked my ass. She's like cut me out of her life. I was like, all right.
What the fuck?
I don't like when people do that. It's like straight up, just like I went and look at her page one day. I made a comment. She's like anti-gun, and I'm like, and I gave her a reason not to be anti-gun on like on her Facebook page. And like boom, next day I was blocked, son.
Well, like yeah, people are real fucking. Like with their beliefs, like you don't want to fuck with their beliefs. I give you a even worse block. This is on Instagram. These girls, they took a picture or whatever, and it's an app that tells you if you're blocked or whatever. I asked the chick, "Where y'all at?" So that's all I asked her. That's it. Where y'all at? And not even that, WYA. That was the question. Like, where y'all at? And then I was blocked. I said, what the fuck? But she's still my friend on Facebook. Maybe her boyfriend or something did it. I'm like...
That's probably it, dude.
I said, what the fuck?
I don't get jealous like that.
And when
I
you
have a
get
system.
blocked and you didn't do anything, you're like, what?
Yeah.
I guess some of the subs be thinking like that because they always claim they didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I'm blocked from you. I don't know what. I never tweeted you or anything. Whatever.
I get the motherfuckers the same response. Like if I blocked you back then, it's probably pretty sound I probably would have blocked you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big blocker though. I'm not. I don't know what it is. I don't attract that much. I do get some people coming at me and saying stupid shit, but generally, it's not vitriolic. Like I can imagine, like running any of your Twitters would be harder than running mine.
It makes your life so much better when you block these fuckers who just have nothing positive to say in your life or to add to your life.
Haters.
And I think Wings and I are similar in this. Like, it depends. Like, if we're in a bad mood, we're gonna start blocking a lot more people for lighter offenses. Like, they could just say something that I find a little bit smart, and I just bring out the block.
Oh, I challenged them. Like, do not say the word right. I will block you. And then they'll be like, right. And I'll block 25 of them.
So somebody was like, remember Wings, you was like, I didn't block anybody this year or something like that. And then in the chat, I think in White Boy's chat, because he's blocked on your channel, I guess, he said, that's a bullshit lie because he just blocked me so-and-so. I was cracking up.
I have moderators on my channel. I have 3 guys that moderate my chat for me, and they might have blocked you, but I haven't personally because I read maybe 10 minutes of the comment section. I'm done with it.
Well, he's got a staff taking care of him, online bodyguard.
Well, you don't get any managers on your channels?
Nightbot.
YouTube channel or Twitch?
YouTube channel. Like you can actually add managers. Like you can put people that have access to like editing your videos, like the titles and stuff.
I wouldn't trust anyone with that.
Well, one's like Kelly. Kelly's one of mine. Another's the guy I played with on PlayStation. Yeah. They can't delete your account. They have no access to like the main settings.
Oh right, okay.
They only can like post as your name, like in the comment section, and like govern and stuff.
And it's another thing you can do. You can what is it called? Is it ban? You can ban people, and on their end they think they're commenting, but nothing shows up after they're banned. So start doing that. Just ban them up.
Yeah, I don't block on Twitter anymore. I just mute. So they think that I'm seeing their tweets.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you can just mute people.
If you block people on Twitter, they unfollow you, I think.
Yeah,
then
if you just mute them, unfollow.
They think that you're still listening.
I remember somebody said, Jive, something unfollowed, but he went to him and he didn't unfollow, so I blocked him.
So
Can we just talk about that for a moment?
Yeah.
Like when people say, like, I used to be a fan for X. Now you only do Y, unsubbed or unfollowed. I'm like, bruv, come on. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't mean to be a dick, but I don't care. Like, I've never met you. I've never spoken to you, really. Our only interaction is that you watch the shit I make for free. And you're going to tell me you got the balls to come in here and be like, I don't like you anymore. Bye-bye. Unsubbed. I'm like,
I got to disagree with you, Eddie. Like, Wings 2 years ago would have been right on board with what you're saying. But, like, recently I've seen the value of a subscriber.
Tell them.
And like, even though because you chose not to interact with him personally, you really made an effect in his life. And what he's trying to tell you is that it really upset him that something he used to enjoy isn't the mainstay of you, which is understandable. Not everybody can stay doing the same thing. And he's just trying to express that he wishes you would go back to what he enjoyed you as. I mean, there could be real value. That person, like, even like, let's talk monetarily, like that person could subscribe to you on Twitch later on. You know, he like maybe you get sick or something, he'll donate money to you. But all that's thrown out the window because you don't care about him right now because you never took the time to invest.
Yeah, but if they word it the correct way, you know, like if they word it respectfully.
The thing is that what annoys me about it is the presumption that they're really important. And I'm not saying that they're not important as people. There's two very different things. Don't misquote me on this. Is that there's a viewer on my channel who I have no interaction with aside from they watch the stuff I make, right? I'm not saying that I don't care about them as a person. I don't know them. But if they're saying to me...
What there is a communication gap. That's all I'm saying. It's like there's a communication... Like Jive said, it could have been done more respectfully and you probably would have been cool with it. But you have to also understand that some of these people might be 15 years old. They might be 16.
I understand.
They might not have the core communication skills. They might feel like they do, but they don't have them yet.
But I think it's an important lesson for them to grasp that not everybody cares what they think. I think that's an incredibly important lesson. Like, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's valid. All right?
Yo, Eddie, that is so correct to me.
Yeah, that's really the problem. I'm going to be a cantankerous old man here for a second. To bear with me. I think a lot of our generation's problems, we're told from when we're little, oh, you know, what you think and what your life is like. Share it on Facebook, show your photos, Instagram, Twitter. This is what I'm thinking right now. Nobody gives a fuck. All right? The real world doesn't care. Like that, you need to understand that just because you think or have an opinion, it's not relevant necessarily. It's not automatically important. All right? What makes someone's opinion important or relevant?
I did like a commentary about that.
Yeah, it's just because you have an opinion doesn't mean it's like you see it on Fox News all the time, fair and balanced. When they say like fair and balanced, we'll show one side of the story to the other. Yeah, but one person might be saying that we shouldn't worry about global warming because the magical sky comet will come and deliver fairy dust, and we'll use this fairy dust to move to another planet. Whereas the other guy's being like, we really should use less fossil fuels. You know, so you can't give those two people the same treatment. Like their opinions are of similar worth. They're not, and a lot of people in comment sections especially think that because they've said something, it's true, and no, actually, it might not be. But that's just my opinion.
But it was written down, Eddie.
Yeah, true.
Their mom told them they were special, so their voice does matter on the internet.
Aww.
Yeah, they always say, like, oh, why don't you do COD anymore on, like, a COD video? Yeah. I hate the comments where it's like, go back to the old white boy, when it's like I'm doing a wager match on that video, and that's what they're referring to, and they say go back to the old ways, and I don't know what they want.
Like what else you want? Like what you want them to do?
I don't know.
We can't go back and post the old CODs like we used to because the people aren't playing it. You know what I mean? They're affected with hackers and stuff like that. We just can't.
The perfect example is they want me to do the wager matches and like communicate and talk trash, but there's only like 6 people playing wager matches on Black Ops 1, and if they are playing it, they're probably most likely a fan, or after I make a few videos, then a few people are going to be playing those game modes. And then they're going to say, why you trash talking to your fans? And I don't know. There's always why don't you do this? But there's an obvious reason why.
And I hate when somebody cusses me out. Job, you suck. You this and that. I'll be like, get the fuck out of here, dickhead. Then somebody else, not even him, somebody else chimes in.
White
That's
Knight.
how you talk to your subscribers? I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, man. Look how you talk
it's
to
that
me.
white knighting thing that I can't stand. Like
get the fuck out of here with that dumbass shit.
They come into comment sections and they speak as if they're an authority on a subject, right? So if I say in a commentary or I do a joke, right? Say like I say a joke and it cuts a little bit too close to the bone and someone gets offended. And someone will say, I'm offended. And I'll say, I don't care. To be perfectly honest, I don't care. I'm sorry that you're offended, but I'm not going to... What do you want me to do? Delete the video? That's not going to happen. And then someone will come in and say, how can you talk to your fans like that? How can you not care that they're offended? You should be more sensitive. And I should be like, no. I can't cater for everybody's tastes. Nobody can. Nobody... Like, the moment you start trying to be everything to everyone is the moment you're no longer who you are.
Definitely.
And it's the moment you start playing Minecraft.
Oh, whoop-de-doo!
Yeah.
I got these blocks. Diamonds are coming.
Yeah.
I can't stand Minecraft, dude. Like I look at this shit. And I look at this shit puzzled every time I see it, and people are like, "You just gotta play it." I've played it. I put 60 hours into Minecraft. Terrible game.
I had fun.
You're a competitive person, though. You like whether you like it or not. Right?
Killing people, yeah.
Whether it's killing people or whatever, but there has to be a moment for you, and for a lot of people like you, me included. Like I can only really play multiplayer games where I have to win or I have to lose.
Yeah, yeah.
There has to be. I know they've got that in Minecraft, like that you can make anything you want and kind of stuff. The reason why it appeals to kids is because kids haven't developed that competitive nature yet, and some people genuinely don't have it. Like some people only play one-player games.
They call them beta males. Beta males.
Yeah. Well, but that's just what they're into, right? And they don't think like we do when it comes to. Oh, let's understand the metagame of Hardline and what gun's the best. They don't give a shit. They're just like, look at the cool shit I made, and I spent all this time with my friends, and there's like fan art that I did for my favorite channel, and you know I watch their streams all the time, and it's a community and all that kind of stuff. It's not our scene, but I understand why people are into it. Like it's not my scene.
I like fan art.
Yeah, fan art's cool.
What turned me off? Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh, I was just gonna say fan art is
fan
the best.
art.
Like they take the time out of their day to make something.
Yeah,
I got a whole box full of fan art. I do.
Yeah.
What turned me off about Minecraft is I was playing the game, I was having fun building all my shit. Then when I think I had to go find gold or something. I had to go find something. And then I got lost. And then like they were trying to help me. Even people on my stream was trying to help me get back, and then they were like, push pause, and then it was all these numbers, and I just couldn't find my way back, and then it just... Then I found a village. I thought it was my house. I'm like, yeah. So I'm running over, then there's this village, and they're like, bow. I don't know what the hell was going on, man. I just turned that game off.
Normal Minecraft isn't very fun anymore, but there's mods and stuff. You can find something you like in Minecraft if you like it. It's like a platform, but I wanted to ask something to everybody. I've noticed Wings was doing his Fallout. Can you tell us about the challenge exactly on your stream?
Oh, okay. For those who don't know, I'm a Fallout fucking master. I'm like one of the best people in the world in Fallout. And like, if you disagree with this, you're wrong, and your mother shouldn't have had you.
Damn.
See, competitive person, right? Fallout is a one-player game. I wouldn't have thought it was possible to get like insultingly competitive, but Geordie finds a way. Finds a way.
I'm very good at Fallout. I mean, there's very few people that would like disagree and be like, "Oh, Wing sucks at Fallout." I am very good at Fallout. I put a lot of time into the game. And recently, a guy by the name of Many a True Nerd came out with a series that was on Kotaku of him beating Fallout New Vegas base game on hard on the original life bar. And like at this point, like my ego was shattered Because I was doing a Let's Play on Fallout 3 where I would beat the whole game without using a health pack, like a stim pack.
Yeah.
But I allowed myself to sleep, which would constantly give me extra health bars. And like this toppled that, and I'm like, fuck. Now I got to do this challenge. I have to beat the game without ever healing. And like that was what the thing was, and like people are really into it. I've gotten like 1,000-man streams just watching it, and like people like it's enjoying it.
Yeah.
So how it's going good so far? Like you're
Well,
on
I
day
died.
3? Oh, you died.
I died. I tried something stupid. I went after the legendary Cazador, and I got bit, and the poison got me down to like 85% of my health. And then like as me, like fuck it, I'm gonna YOLO. I'm gonna go after the Night Stalkers too.
YOLO.
But I'm gonna do another stream. I can do it. I've done it twice already on my own personal time. I just got to do it on stream.
Is that no healing, as it you can't drink water or anything like that?
No stim packs, no water, no sleeping. The health you start with is the health you have. And I'm doing on the hardest difficulty setting, very hard.
Yeah.
So my question was, what is the pinnacle of your gaming success? Like one accomplishment that you have while gaming that you like cherish over every other?
That's a good question.
That's a great question. That should have me thinking.
Okay, for me, I think it's the world's fastest nuke, just because it was like a challenge that I tried to accomplish.
I know the one I was the most proud of. I don't know what my pinnacle would be.
That works too.
I got a kill streakless nuke like 3 days after Sean Anders put his on YouTube.
Okay.
Hold on. Say that again.
Those are really hard to get.
A kill streakless nuke.
On free for all?
No, it was on. It was domination on Quarry.
Was that one like during the time where me and you met for the first time on Modern Warfare 2?
No. I was going for it during that time.
And
you fucked one of them up.
You were really close too.
I was literally like 6 kills away.
I thought you had 23 kills.
I was 6. I think I was at 19.
So it was high rise.
It was high rise, and I had the head glitch going on the helicopter pad, and you guys were spawn trapped on A.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were sniping with like a thermal Barrett outside of it.
I was
you got your
like
chopper
a
gun.
bitch. Wings killed me like 3 times, and I just like that was the only way that I was gonna win.
I didn't realize White Boy was in the room at the time because like White Boy was a much smaller channel back then, and like you just didn't. It was just something you didn't recognize. This is where YouTube blew up. And I would have had that. I would have beat Sean Anders to that fucking kill streakless nuke.
I remember I was like, youtube.com/whiteboy7th Street. Learned how I got that nuke, and I would talk shit every time I got a nuke, I would promote myself on the mic. Yeah, that kind of works a little bit. People still do it in League of Legends. I'll be playing League, and then there's some guy he had like a pink wig on, and he put his Twitch and League of Legends chat.
What is your top one, Eddie? What is the best thing you ever did in gaming?
Oh God. This is why I love gaming. There's so many moments in my life that I just remember so clearly, like they're crystalline. One that it's nothing to do with like real achievement, but one that made me the most happy. Like I still smile about it now. Like I played a fighting game on the PlayStation 1 called Bloody Roar, right? I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it.
I played it.
Yeah.
Sound familiar, yeah.
So I was playing a friend of mine at Bloody Roar, and like we're all around a mate's house. There was like 8 of us, and we're taking turns, winner stays on, all that kind of stuff. I was good at this game, but my friend was better than me, right? And he'd beaten me like 3 times in a row, and there's this character that I use that as part of his like special move, if you got it in, he slaps someone in the face and then walks off and like detonates this explosion and it hurts them. Well, like it went 1 round apiece, right? And it's coming down right to the clutch. And Bloody Roar is a game where you could make them watch the replay over and over again. So like the person that won would just make you watch over and over again. And like I realized I was going to win the round. And then he had like chip health left. And I was like, if I get my special move in, I think the slap, which does like a tiny fraction of damage, will actually kill him. And like I got it in. Right? This is one of the best moments I've ever had in gaming against a friend of mine. Like I never let it live him down. Like even till now. And I did the move, and sure enough, like I killed him. It went KO as I slapped this guy in the face. And I just made him watch it over and over again.
I didn't know we could include
this little effeminate, just like KO, KO. That lasted for years, man. I still remember it. It still makes me laugh.
I remember taking an alpha male gamer down. You ever done that?
Oh yeah.
In high school, I didn't have my core friends of high school, so when I came in 9th grade, I kind of like molded in, and like there was a big dog. Mark was the big dog of the video game. Like he was the guy that everybody like. Mark's the best at video games.
Yeah.
But I eventually got invited to a D&D group, and we were playing, and Mark was the DM, and Mark was talking shit about how good he was at Mortal Kombat. I'm like, you play Mortal Kombat? I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm real good. Cause he always talked like, he's like, yeah, I'm real good. He had a little Keanu Reeves kind of like delivery. It's like, you want to play? If you want. I beat this man 40 times in a row right in front of all of his friends. Like I literally, Kelly will back me up. I beat him into the ground. He literally gave up playing. He actually destroyed the disc. Like he took it out and destroyed it.
Oh shit!
I was like,
the moments like that live forever, and that's why I game. Is moments like that. Like there's no single. Carry on, Jive. What's yours?
I got two. I got Y'all got to be older like I am. White boy, you might have to turn your chroma key on and disappear real quick because Contra.
Oh yeah.
Contra 1.
You cheated, didn't you?
No. See?
You did it on 3 continues.
I beat it on 3 continues.
I beat it. I got to the final stage with no continues.
Did you use the Konami code? That's the question.
No. Up, down, left, right, BA, start. Nope. 3 men. If you get touched, you die. I got to the final stage with no continues. That is like, look at Wings. Wings like,
I've beaten it. I mean, I've beaten it on 3 continues.
No. I got to the final stage with no continues. I had to use 1 continue to beat the game.
Oh, so you got all the way there without ever...
Yeah, without dying 3 times.
Yeah, you get 9 lives in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my other one is I got straight to Tyson and beat him.
Have you seen those motherfuckers that can beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out blindfolded?
No.
Yeah, these guys that can literally
crazy.
Beat it blindfolded, not looking at the TV.
That's mad.
That's crazy.
I played.
It might be synchronized somehow.
Well, they do it by hearing. Like each move has like a sound cue, and if you do it right, you can dodge right away, and then you know what the counter is to it.
Wow.
There's loads of notoriously hard games. Like I played Mega Man 2 on the NES, and that's a notoriously hard game. I remember completing it. I was about 11 or something.
What was the hardest game you guys ever beat? What is the hardest game you guys ever beat?
Good question.
Yeah, good question.
Probably Contra.
Mine would be Silver Surfer.
Yo, that is hard.
I've beaten Silver Surfer on the NES.
I don't
think World at War.
I heard it.
Difficulty. I think I beat it. Veteran.
But like you gotta understand, I grew up being the best at video games. That's what I was known for. So like when I had friends over, I couldn't be like, hey, let's play co-op on Mario on easy. Let's just have a good time. It's like, fuck no, son. Let's speed run Mario. Put your shit down. Put your shit down.
Yeah, I didn't like the fun. The guys who wanted to come over and have fun.
I still don't like those dudes.
Yeah.
Do you think you could speed run Fallout?
If I tried, I mean, I've never really sat down and thought about it.
Loads of them like warp.
But is it with or without glitches?
Yeah. Like loads of the speedruns, like the best speedruns. When Twitch had the speedrun convention on, it was for charity or something. I watched loads of them do it, and loads of them use warping, so using glitches in the game to get themselves further than they would be able to.
Like in Fallout, if you
I don't know what speedrun is.
You beat the game as humanly possible.
Yeah, complete a game as fast as humanly possible.
Oh, okay.
Like, for example, Zelda Ocarina of Time has a speedrun time of about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can warp into the last dungeon and shit.
Yeah, from the Deku tree.
Yeah.
These people take it so hardcore if they miss like a jump after playing it for an hour, they're like reset it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like certain places where they have to do this one really
jump
difficult
and then
thing.
got to go back and then jump again. Like, nah, fuck that.
Well, he might waste time. You know, it's quicker to start again and get a good time than it is to waste.
The thing I don't like about speedrunning is cheating is allowed. I hate that. Like Fallout, for example, I can beat Fallout 3 cheating in probably less than an hour right now. Like if I use put it in Jordy right now, I could guarantee you under an hour. If I can use the wall glitch where I basically load and quick save over and over again to like phase through doors and walls.
Yeah.
Like if you load and quick save on Fallout New Vegas, what happens every time before the stage loads, your character can move forward a little bit. And you can quick load through the wall or the locked door.
To like the last room or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem too fun, but there are some glitches on like Super Mario 64 where it is actually very like you have to do a double jump and then bounce off of a turtle a certain way and then you glitch into the wall.
I hate tool assisted runs too. Those are stupid. Like who the fuck sits around and does that?
Tool
What do you mean?
When you see something that says TAS, tool assisted run, that means a computer is playing. What somebody did is they program moves into a program, and the computer did it with precision accuracy.
Oh right, so they've programmed the run. They haven't done it themselves.
So it's fast as humanly possible.
That's faster than humanly possible.
Faster than humanly possible because like for example, Mario, they'll have like Mario like fly like in Super Mario World where you could like do that little back and forth escape. They'll have him like do that through a wall like millimeters underneath where the kill zone is for falling.
Yeah.
Like when you fall down in Mario in a hole, there's actually like area that you can like survive in under.
Yeah.
But as a human, you're not quick enough with the reaction time to actually start flying there.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like stupid.
For one of the levels, you had to actually go underneath the goal, and there was another goal that was on the Star Road. I'm pretty sure in Super Mario World.
Yeah, but on that one, it's like up here, and like you got to fly up to the thing, but you fly under it and up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's a lot of RNG, like random events that go on in speedruns. So, how would a computer fight against that?
Well, Mario's got no RNG.
Okay.
The Goombas are always in the same spot.
Yeah. What Mario though? Like the early Super Mario?
You
Up
want
to
to see
Super
a
Mario
run?
World, I should imagine.
Like the 64-bit?
No, 16-bit. So
16,
SNES.
16. I bet.
Yeah.
Goomba.
Let me show you. Let me show you Super Mario World.
I loved that game. I loved Super Mario World. The
Look at this
SNES
shit.
was my favorite.
This will blow
console.
your mind if you look at this and think, man, are humans doing this? Like, just click into it anywhere.
That's one of the good things about like growing up with all these games. Like you get to see people just destroy your childhood favorite games. Like I literally spent probably 28 hours on each map of Mario.
Wow, this is crazy.
Skip to 640.
640?
Yeah, 640. Just watch him do that stage.
Like as a kid, you're kind of stupid and you play like the same World 1 so many different times.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But, well, I did as a kid, but most little kids don't give a shit. I'm the type of guy. Here's what I used to love doing with gaming. I was big in Call of Duty before YouTube even knew what Call of Duty was, pretty much. So I was one of those hardcore fucking sweaties before it was popular to be a hardcore sweaty.
Yeah.
So I would go to work and other guys would be playing Call of Duty, and they'd be like, "You play Call of Duty? I play Call of Duty. You any good?" I'm all right. Man, we should play for money. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that.
I took a motherfucker's check one time, and like he come back the next day saying his wife told him he had to get his check back.
Did you give it back?
I loaned him money to pay his light bill.
Okay.
I ain't giving this motherfucking money back.
I always wanted to play people for money around my house, but no one wanted to in COD. They only would play Madden, and they would bet a lot of money on Madden.
I've never been a big better. I've never bet on games or sports generally.
Well, most people that play like Call of Duty or like people in real life suck. How many of you ever had a friend that was actually any good at Call of Duty?
And they only get good from knowing you're good, and then they learn from you.
Yeah.
But all my friends that like at work, like, yeah, let's get Call of. This is how I started playing Call of Duty, from my friends at work. And I remember like perfectly, we were on, what's the map in COD 4 with the Crash? Yeah, Crash.
Mm-hmm. The three-story building?
Yeah, he was like, follow me. Like I couldn't play really. Like I was just new to the game. So he like, follow me, I know how to play. He couldn't really play either. When I really learned how to play, I'm like, oh, he sucks too. But this shit was crazy. Like he was like, follow me. Then he ran up the steps, that 3-story building or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they go to the top and snipe, and it's like a fence around there.
Yeah, yeah.
So as soon as he went up there, like somebody was up there waiting with a shotgun, and I saw him get blown away, like boom, and then like he like flew out the way, and I'm like, oh shit, damn, he just got fucked up. And then the guy ran down the steps, blew me away, boom, then stabbed my other friend. And I'm like, oh shit, like, damn, these motherfuckers are really good at this game. So that's how I really started learning how to play the game. And
It's
shit.
funny, man. I've got friends that when I play, like, I wasn't very good at COD when I played COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2. I sniped a lot, right? So I didn't play like a tryhard. And when I played Black Ops 1, because sniping was so difficult, like I started using other guns. And I had my friends over one day, just like, they were in the front room, whatever. My gaming setup used to be in the front room. So I'm playing, and they're watching me play. And we're playing on jungle. And you know the like top sniper perch on jungle that overlooks the little bridge and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So I killed like 4 people with a sniper. And I had tomahawks on. And I heard my claymore go, and it was like, they saw the score. You've killed another guy. I was like, there's bound to be another one. So I just turned, like, and I didn't see right down the ladder. I just threw my tomahawk, and it got someone. And one of my mates just looked at me, and he was like, you're far too good at this game. You know, you really should do other things with your life. and it really didn't occur to me that, like, oh, not everyone can do that, actually.
Yeah, can play.
Not everyone knows the ins and outs of the game. To people who don't play first-person shooters and stuff, when they watch someone go on a tear, I mean, it's not even that impressive, but like when they watch someone kill like 5 or 6 or 7 people in a row, they're like, what? How the fuck are you this good? Like,
it's glitching. That's like PC players. This guy's hacker. He's a hacker. You're like, I'm just playing. Like,
I can't stand when people won't even give you credit as a good player, though.
Yeah.
Like on Twitch, motherfuckers like, I'm better than this. Like, motherfucker.
Oh, stream League of Legends. They're gonna let you know how you suck.
Yeah.
And you're so much better.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just saying,
I'm
like where you at on the game?
Bro.
Where you at on the game? I see myself up here at the top of the leaderboard. I don't see you. Where you at?
It's always easier to say that though when someone's doing something and showing people. Like, I got this loads of my friends or people on my Twitter feed, like YouTube friends, like COD pub stompers, right? So they're watching how big CS:GO was, like recently, like at Katowice or whatever. They're like, yo, you know, COD's dead, you should get into CS:GO. And I'm like, yo, like, if you're into like COD publics and like getting like nuclears and shit, you got a rude awakening coming to you when you play that game, because you're going to assume that you're just going to be good, right? Because you're good at a shooter. It's not going to work like that. Like, if you're going to stream and be a YouTuber and like be decent, like there's a difference between being good at a game and being so good that people want to watch you. right? That's very different. Like, and it takes a certain level of self-belief to be, right, I'm going to stream me playing this game as well as I can play it, and that is entertainment for people, right? It takes a certain amount of self-confidence and skill to do. And I was like, all these COD guys, man, you're going to play CSGO and get fucking destroyed for ages before you even understand what the fucking game's about. And you think you're going to stream this shit and be popular? Like, it's not going to work. Like this...
Yeah. You need so much practice to be good at video games.
I never understood people like Tibby and our frags, how you can like sound like a little kid and just be like fucking a monster. Like he's not even trying.
Started young, dude. Started young and has natural ability. You know, he's obviously like, some people are just more highly coordinated, have quicker reaction times. You know, and
that bothers me though. It's like I'm trying as hard as I fucking can, and like I consider myself a somewhat intelligent person, and like I couldn't even come close to this stuff. Like we're talking milliseconds of improvement here.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way. The difference between a great Call of Duty player and a legend is like 2 milliseconds.
Yeah. Well, it's actually also you're right, but it's consistency. Like legendary players are consistently like well above average, and their skills, like when I play COD and any shooter actually, I'm incredibly streaky. Like I'll get on hot runs where I hit everything that I go for, like literally every shot I hit, and then I'll have games where I can't hit fucking anything. Like I'm just useless. Whereas you watch the best players and they're always like kill everything all the time. I'm like, I'm not that good. It's just as simple as that.
I can't do the run around thing. I get shot in the back.
It's crazy to think.
It'd be like, go ahead, White.
It's crazy to think that you're talking about how you have to be consistently good to be considered a legend. But back in the day, I would be good for like 1 out of 25 matches, and then I was considered a legend because I would upload the good match to YouTube.
You upload that legendary match.
That was before streaming, though. That was before, like, you would watch someone play every game.
But White Boy, you got to think, you did it 1 out of 15 times. The people watching you can't do it at all.
Yeah,
like,
I've never done it.
0 times.
I've never done it.
You know what I mean?
I never thought of it about like that, because I used to get mad at myself for like going 2 KD, and people are like, "That's a good game."
Yeah,
it's like
Wings. Oh my God, I'd be saying that to my friends, like, "Damn, I had a bad game." They were like, "Why you went 33-9?" I'd be like, "Yeah, 9 deaths." They're like, "Why you crazy?"
And those 9 deaths meant more to you than the 33 kills, because the 33, like, I know this mentality, right? You get so good at a game that the kills don't really mean anything because you should get them.
You already own them.
Yeah,
they're yours.
yeah, they were already your kills. Okay, I've seen this person in this scenario, I win. Right? That's how our mind works. And the 9 deaths are like, I might have been out of position, or they might have surprised me, or my
hacker
fucking weapon.
Yeah, or, you know, yeah, they might have been using fucking, you know,
Bow 27.
Bow 27, or, you know, for me, someone who runs around, they might have been waiting in a dark corner where it was very difficult for me to see them, and I'll be like, oh, it's a fucking bad game, because I didn't, like, I remember the first time I ever got a Moab in Modern Warfare 3, solo, like, on my own. Like, the first time I ever did it, my heart was, like, going, brrr, like, it was going so fast, because it was, like, 25 gun kills? What, like, no kill streaks, nothing? Just 25 gun kills? You know, didn't even, like, this is early in the game. Like, didn't know about pro perks and sit rep and all, like, recon pro and all that shit. Like, all the cheesy shit in that game. Like, the first time I ever got it, I was, like, that was such a huge moment. And the lobby, like, people in the lobby were like, oh my God, this guy just got a Moab. Like, it was a big deal. Like, you got to think, 80% of the COD community that played Modern Warfare 3 wouldn't have got one. Maybe 1 in a year.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody. Well, I have like on my own team, like I invite them, but I've never seen like in a random lobby somebody Moab.
Yeah, I've got a Moab, and someone on my team has got one. There were 2 in one lobby.
Y'all must have a real.
Oh, I missed
that. Was that's
lobby.
What you call a magic lobby.
Yeah, no, that was like
my first Moab was solo, and it was against a fucking clan. And it was on that map. What's the name of that map? Wings, you made a video on that map about like lag comp or something. When you get in the Reaper, you can't see. Like, you can't see shit. and it's
Outpost?
no, it's a chopper there. Snipers go in there sometimes, and then it's like an African map.
Bakara.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I got a Moab on that map my first time, and it was against a clan. And then when it went off, and the guy died, he said, "Oh shit, he got a Moab." Like you could hear him say that, like he was on the other team.
Yeah, the death. That was great, by the way. They shouldn't have taken that out. Like when you kill someone, you hear them rage.
Oh, it's not in Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it might be actually, but so few people have mics, you know. Like,
yeah, I don't.
Like,
That's
even though they ship the consoles with mics now, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, you can barely consider those mics. The PlayStation 4 default mic is horrible.
You're like, who's gonna use that?
I hate those motherfuckers who use the PlayStation Eye camera right on their goddamn speaker, and it's like an echo.
You see the Xbox mic. Like, who's gonna use the default mics?
I do on the Xbox One because I'm not paying for a fucking attachment to use my Astros. Fuck that noise.
It's crazy, isn't it, that they did that? To me, that's a real like. Anyway, let's not get into bashing consoles. But,
no, let's bash.
Let's bash X1
because
okay.
there's PlayStation Nation all day, baby. This is what
the PlayStation.
I wanted so hard to like the Xbox One.
The PlayStation 1 by default because it's not terrible, whereas the Xbox One is terrible. I have, but let me just say, viewers, that despite the fact that I take the piss out of the Xbox One, I have bought 2 of them, so I can't say shit.
Right? Eddie surprised the fuck out of me with his second Xbox One purchase.
Yeah, because I saw
I
my
had just
PlayStation
rented
4.
him on PlayStation. I'm like, Eddie, you want to play some Ghost? He's like, I kind of don't have the console anymore. I'm like, what? I thought you was fucking with me. I seriously did.
Yeah, no, you did.
I'm like, why would you buy another Xbox One? Last time we played, you sat there talk shit about it for like 20 minutes.
Because you would like, honestly, I had no friends. I had no friends on the PlayStation.
Yes, I don't knock people for that. I don't.
No,
knock
but
people
we'd
for that.
only just started like playing. Like we'd only just started playing, and like you live in America, so it's not always. It's not like I'll play at like a time that might be good for me during the day. You're not awake, like.
Usually I am. I'm usually up at night.
People be like saying, Drive, I know you hate the Xbox One. I'll be like, I don't hate it. I'll just tell it like it is. Like the PlayStation, none of it can fuck with PC.
Yeah. That is true.
But the PlayStation is just a more powerful, machine. And I knocked the Xbox One because they have the most money. Like they have so much money, they could have made something equivalent. Like, and they're talking about DirectX. What is it? DX12 coming out.
Yeah.
DirectX is gonna make it more powerful. I'm like, that's software. Software is not gonna make hardware. It might boost it slightly, but PlayStation will come out with something equivalent. Like. You think PlayStation gonna be like,
right,
okay.
The real reason why the Xbox is bad is because both of them are basically x86 PCs, right? So they're basically mid-low spec PCs anyway, right? They've got custom graphics cards, but essentially they're PCs, right? Mm-hmm. So the PlayStation has better hardware, but for me the real crime is that Xbox went from the console to have absolute command of the console market. Like, there are a lot of people who own PlayStation 3s, but especially if you wanted to play COD, like, Xbox was the platform for you, right? And the 360 was an amazing console. And then they entered this generation, and it's like, these are the people that made Vista, so we shouldn't be surprised at this, okay? That they're this stupid.
Yeah,
but,
Vista was bad.
Right, but they had this natural advantage and consumer support, people that wanted their product, and they shipped it like with a Kinect that nobody wanted, that used system resources, with shit that nobody asked for, like watch your TV and shit like. All right, it's convenient. A lot of people are using it now as an entertainment thing. But like gamers were left with like an underpowered like machine that was super expensive.
I think what happened was Xbox was building the Xbox, or Microsoft was building the Xbox One, and they were got to do the always online, and they had a whole bunch of features to go with that, as well as the Connect. And then they kind of backed out of it last second because PR was, bad, and they were spending, multiple years developing the Xbox One for Connect and Xbox One with always online. And then they took a lot of the big functions out of the Xbox One because now I think that the smoke has settled. I think after everybody complained about always online, I think it would be kind of cool if they launched Xbox One as they originally intended, with the Connect listening to you, and I think you would just be involved and entangled with technology a little bit more. Now it's just like just a regular console.
Can I put my 2 cents on this?
Yeah, I'll answer that point in a minute though.
Here's where Xbox fucked up, in my personal opinion. Xbox basically did marketing scheme. I don't know if you guys remember the Dreamcast, but the Dreamcast was a very successful system that failed because of when it was launched. The Dreamcast failed because when they launched, they didn't have a DVD player. Like didn't have a DVD drive in it. Then the PlayStation 2 comes in right behind it with a DVD drive, becomes one of the greatest selling consoles of all time. Why? Because it was a gaming system, but it also was a DVD player at the same time. And then the Xbox generation came. Then Sony caught back up with Xbox during the last generation. Why? Because the Sony PlayStation was a more multimedia center. People would buy it because they wanted a Blu-ray player. They wanted something they could play their music on, store photos. They, listen to music, buy music. And people would buy the PlayStation 2, and it was catching up to the Xbox and units sold. So Microsoft probably seen this and wanted to make a multimedia center that did everything well. But what they didn't understand is the core people that buy it out of the gate will be people like us, people that game, that want a game. Those are the people who are passionate. Those are people who buy day one prices. Yes, well,
Yeah.
I feel like the Xbox in the long run, if they don't fuck it up, will outsell the PlayStation 4. Because the PlayStation 4 to this day is still not as good as a multimedia center as the PS3. But in the long run, the Xbox will make leaps and bounds to match them in more bang for your buck.
Okay, but the thing is for me, is just performance-wise. Right, because I've got into PC gaming, like, I look at the biggest game out at the moment, if you're talking about console games, is Destiny. And I look at Destiny and I go, 30 frames per second is what fucking year is this? 2007. Like
out?
What the fuck? Like this isn't acceptable. And the reason why it's 30 frames per second is because the systems aren't powerful enough to run it at higher resolutions with higher frame rates. And that to me is a really bad sign. Because
you're a minority in this, though, Eddie.
No. Right.
If a system, remember what you just said. Just remember what you just said about Call of Duty, where 80% of the people will never get a Moab. Those same 80% don't even know what fuck frame they're playing at.
Maybe. I can concede that, but I do think...
but you can see...
But the point is...
You can obviously... You can see 30 to 60. You definitely
You can, and if you can't, you need your eyes tested. But the point is that if the technology is now, a year after release, at least 2 to 3 years behind PCs now, and it's only just come out, think what it'll be like in 5 years' time.
It won't be around in 5 years' time. This is going to be a 4-year generation, 6 at max, before there's a new console beating on your door. And it's going to get shorter every time because technology is moving so fast that they can't give that longevity anymore. And that's going to be the downfall of the console.
I was thinking the next consoles will have like graphics cards or something that you can replace.
Yeah, there'll be Steam boxes, surely.
Yeah.
There's be something like that.
I was thinking that.
Because the generations are going to be quicker and quicker.
What do you guys think if you go in a GameStop, right, and you see a Destiny, you see I can't say Destiny, that game fucking sucks. You see COD. Nah, I gotta use Titanfall. All right, that sucks too. Well, all right, I'm gonna use Titanfall. Because on 360 is 30 frames per second, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that. You go in there, you see Titanfall, 30 frames per second, and then you see like a PC. Say you see a built PC right there running Titanfall at 120, but it doesn't have the frame per second or whatever. And you see it, let's say it's running with the quality looking as good as PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, but it's 30 frames per second, and the other one is PC at Ultra and all that shit at 120 or whatever. Do you think the guy, because I know damn well I'll be like, nah, I'm not buying this shit. Do you think the average guy, say you're the average guy and you walk in that store, do you think you're going to be like, oh, well, they were kind of overpriced, but this is cheaper than the PC. I'm going to buy this. Or
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I do understand why people buy consoles. Like, I do. I'm just saying that the Xbox 360 for me...
It's all about player base, fellas. You guys are forgetting about player base.
And it's just more games.
But you're spread against... Your player base has never been more divided than it is now. Like, the console space is spread over
You did a video, you did a video, which I agree with you on.
Yeah.
If they could make the Xbox One filter in with the PC crowd and have a more diverse player base,
yeah,
I would switch to Xbox One today.
I would
today.
Too.
I'd be like, fuck this. I would sell my PlayStation, buy all the games that I had on PlayStation on the Xbox One today.
But that's
I definitely would.
But that's a pipe dream and the reason why it's a pipe dream, I didn't really explain it how I feel in the video, but the reason why that won't happen is a load of people are saying it's because mouse, keyboard, and controller. No, the reason why it won't happen is because the people making these products don't understand that the people that buy them, especially for like multiplayer games, right, and who use online services and subscriptions and play competitive shooters or competitive whatever, Hearthstone or whatever, League of Legends, what they care about is a healthy game, all right, and they care about a healthy player base for their games. They couldn't give a shit what brand they identify with. Most people play Xbox because Xbox Live was better. That is a reason why a lot of people had Xboxes in the first place. It's because the multiplayer functions and online functions on Xbox was better. So that's what gamers care about. But they're not forward thinking enough to see that.
Do you think that the heads of console, has something to do with that? Because like say Xbox Live, you got to pay $60 for it. PlayStation Network, you got to pay $50 for it. Do you think that has something to do with it? Because PC, you just buy the game and play.
Well, the game manufacturers have something to do with it as well. Final Fantasy 14 can be played on the PlayStation 4 and the PC intertwined. You can play with the PC guys on the PlayStation 4, and the whole community is one big community.
Yeah.
EA could do that with any game. If EA wanted to, you could play against 360, Xbox One, PC all together if they wanted to.
Oh, so because Xbox One, that's just to use the internet.
And the reason why I said what I said in my video was Microsoft own Windows 10, right? They're making Windows 10, and they run Xbox, right? So they're saying one of the hilarious features that they announced for Windows 10, any Windows 10 device, is you'll be able to play your PC games, right? Stream them from your PC through Windows 10 to your Xbox One. Forgetting that people who are gaming on PC probably want to use a mouse and keyboard, so they're not going to play it at like lower resolution and less frames, like in front of their TV. That's not why it would work. How it would work.
People do that too, Eddie. Like I hate sitting on this computer. I hate sitting in front of this computer. I'd much rather sit in my fucking like $1,500 couch out there and play games.
I don't think you'd want to play a competitive shooter like that.
No, I wouldn't. That's the reason I'm sitting here, because I want to eye level but I'm a competitive guy. But like Fallout, yeah,
I can understand.
I was gonna bring that up when you guys were like I do good this time and then I do bad this time. It's like the comfort, like your comfort got to be right. Like sitting, like especially mouse and keyboard. Like, you got to be the exact same way all the time. Like, I can't play with these. Like, I can't play with my elbows on anything. like when I'm using the mouse and keyboard, I gotta have this shit down like this, and my elbow gotta be like free, like my movements are better.
Yeah.
My wrist holds me, like give me my support.
It's very particular. I have to have my mouse mat a certain distance from my desk. I'm the same. Like.
Yeah, yup, that too.
I can't game like this. I have to game like this.
Yup. My elbows got to be on my knees.
Yeah.
Like, people always, when I'm playing PlayStation, they're like, you're on mouse and keyboard. I'm like, I look exactly the same. Like if I'm playing with my controller, I'm like this. And then if I'm on mouse and keyboard, I'm like this. But like if my camera is at a different angle, like you would never fucking know. Like I'm playing with my controller, and then I'm playing with mouse and keyboard now. Like,
so going back to my point was that the people that make the products don't understand who the products are for, right? So the people that buy Xboxes and buy PlayStations, I understand why people buy consoles. They want the player base. Great, I want that too, but the future is getting those games. You want to know why League of Legends is the biggest game in the world? The reason is
it only has one platform you can play.
Only has one platform, and the people who play
it's free.
It's free to play, and the people, it doesn't require an amazing PC to play, and the people who are playing it at like fucking silver Scrandy level are playing exactly the same game as the people that win millions of dollars.
I made this point in Call of Duty. Like they take claymores and dead silence and shit out. I was like, fuck it, play the same game I'm playing in pub.
Yeah. I got a question for you all. So the CSGO tournament was this last weekend. Over 1 million people viewed it. And on Twitter, I follow a lot of professional COD players, and they were all saying, okay, you have to change this to make COD on the level of CSGO as the #1 competitive shooter in terms of viewing. What do you guys think they could do to COD to make it a more competitive,
COD's a lost cause at this point,
enjoyable, viewable MLG, like more enjoyable to view on MLG?
I think the truth of the matter is, and no one wants to say this, the truth of the matter is COD is too easy, right?
Yeah.
Too easy of a game to draw the kind of hyper-competitive, hyper-interested crowd that top esports do. The gap between the top CSGO pros and the average person that plays competitive CSGO is so wide that those guys will sit there and watch those pros and go, I could never fucking do that. Whereas everyone in this call can watch Nade Shot and go, I might be able to do that.
You're right around the corner from being Nade Shot. It's like, I'm like one hot streak away. Call of Duty has too low of health. First off, I feel like Call of Duty the name is tarnished too much to ever have a rebound.
Mm-hmm.
1. 2, they need more health. This quick kill, quick thing that sells a lot of copies, and it does. There's a reason for Call of Duty's been on top for so fucking long. It sells copies, but it doesn't translate to a competitive environment.
Yeah.
You need to maximize accuracy. You should reward people who have good accuracy. You should reward people who make thought choices, right. Reward people that play efficiently. And Call of Duty doesn't do that. They're pushing closer to 1 KD, whereas every other competitive guy is like, well, if you suck, you fucking suck. You're just going to get whooped.
Yeah. And that's true of every competitive game, is that the game is really difficult. Like fighting games is a great example. Street Fighter.
I love watching Street Fighter. Oh my
Lord. The guys who play Street Fighter at pro level, there was a tournament recently at South by Southwest, and there's this Japanese player called Momochi. Now he's on EG. He's on the same team as like 3 Americans. And the top 16 player, it was an invitational tournament. And he is bitching everybody. And he's playing the game so well. And it looks like two people just, like, it's a fighting game, right? It's simple. No. The game is incredibly deep and difficult. And I don't know if you've ever tried to play Street Fighter in recent years. Try and play Street Fighter online. You will get your fucking ass handed to you. Because the game says, if you ain't good, you're going to suck a lot of dick.
Yeah. Yo, did you see the...
But it doesn't sell that well. And that's where console games transferring into esports haven't really made it, because the player bases are too split up. Like, it's expensive to buy a copy. Like, they don't sell that many, but the community that follows it is huge.
Now, let me ask you this question. Like, say Sony sees this like tomorrow, like, let's jump on this bandwagon for Microsoft. Would there be a performance gap on certain things? Because it takes longer to load maps on Advanced Warfare in the PS3 than it does the PS4.
Yeah.
And, like, now the PS3's at a disadvantage because it's got worse hardware.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a patch that goes out there that makes sure everybody readies up before the match starts? Is that something that does it? Like, how do you do that on a game like that?
Because like you have to have a timer before the match. Like, everybody has to have loaded in. I assume is what they would have to do. The truth of the matter is, especially on shooters, and this is why people who say 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second doesn't make a difference. It's not true, right? So in a game like COD, the more frames you have, any first-person shooter, the more frames you have. If I have 120 frames per second and Jive has 60, trust me, I have an advantage over him. Right? Just the way the game works, I have an advantage. I'm going to see quicker responses of where he is than he's going to see of me.
You're going to have more chances to see responses than he. You have twice the chances to see frames.
Than he does. So I'm going to see twice as an accurate picture. The picture that I see is twice more accurate than the one he sees.
Yeah,
so my decisions are going to, if I make
You're
all the right
informed.
decisions, I'm better informed, right? So if I'm playing on PC and I'm playing Advanced Warfare, say, Advanced Warfare on PC plays completely different. I've made this point in loads of videos to console. Console feels like it's played in slow motion. PC feels like it's played at a million miles an hour. All right. If I was to play against like console people now, and I had my mouse and keyboard and my 90 frames, and they had their controller and 40, 50 frames that they get,
it would even out. Because here's the thing, the console guy...
it wouldn't. Maybe not me, because I'm a streaky player, but like a really decent player would.
There's a reason that the game doesn't play fast on consoles, and it's called aim assist. Assault rifles eat you up when you jump in the air.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
PC guys can get away with that. They all use the laser. They use like the double sack threes, because nobody can tag on to them. Bad players can't keep up with them in the sky.
Yeah.
But if the game helped them, they would get shit on by a bow. Would they have an advantage close range shit? Yeah, they would. And the people would be like, oh, that guy's playing on PC.
No,
if he's really good.
Yeah.
Eddie's saying he has that 120 frames per second, though.
Well, he's getting the double vision, but I'm just
Instead
saying
of
he also will have no aim assist where the console guy will.
Yeah. And I can imagine.
The console guy, it will almost balance that out. The PC guy would still have an advantage, but he won't be able to play the game like he usually plays the game, just jumping around, jumping into the B flag.
I might still play like that, but the picture that the console person will see of me will be in their world, if you see what I mean.
Right.
I'll be subject to the same aim assist as any other player. Whereas what I'm seeing is this super fast-paced fun game, and they're all playing this super slow.
I'm just saying, like, go watch XCal play Advanced Warfare and then mimic anything. I don't give a fuck how good you are. You could be Pony Star for a house. You're not doing what XCal does on a console.
No, you're not.
Eat up.
You're not. And the reason why I like the game is because I watched him play it. And I started playing it on PC, and it's totally different. Like, everyone's jumping around all the time, and it becomes the skill gap. What I think they intended with that game, the skill gap becomes so wide between people who can keep a target and people who can't. And people who can take advantage of movement and shit. You watch XCal play Advanced Warfare. You'll watch that and be like, shit, this looks fun.
Yeah.
So
I never touched it on the
It's fucking amazing on PC. The only thing that's a bit annoying is the laser, but yeah.
Do you think Call of Duty made a mistake? So they're trying to make this super competitive scene with COD. They're investing a lot into it, but they're also not hitting the right demographic, I think, which is on PC, because PC has all the competitive games, and the only console competitive game is COD.
Yeah. It's also to do with the fan base. Like, you look at the esports fan base, and they're all teenagers, you know. And you look at the CSGO fan base, and it ranges from teenagers up until full adults. You know, people in their 40s are watching this shit. You know, a million people's a million people. You're going to get a fairly decent cross-section of people. All right, they'll all be 95% male between the ages of whatever, because they're gamers, but it's a lot wider than COD. COD is a specifically teenage American phenomenon, if you're talking about the esports side of it. Like, it's the reason why Optic is the biggest team is because they appeal to that demographic the best, and the reason why Nadeshot is the biggest COD star is because he appeals to that demographic the best. Is he the best player? No, but he's on the most popular team, and he's the most known player. Like,
there's not a big EU scene at all.
Not really. Like, there are a couple of like really good English teams, like TCM is an English team, and there's Epsilon are the French team as well. Like, there's like one or two really good teams, but in general the scene is an American scene, and it's whatever you say, it's played on one console, right? So to play MLG variant of COD, you have to play on Xbox One. Right, and
this is changing the subject. Thinking about whatever happened to the dude that was on the bad team, the team nobody liked that always won.
Oh, Complexity.
Complexity. Which one?
The one at the very end that was like, woo, woo!
No, that wasn't Complexity. That was Impact. That's Killer. He's now on Optic Nation. He's on the other Optic team.
Nation.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
that's so funny.
That's such a joke.
That clip was hilarious.
Look at his bank account. That's when that was.
Like, look at my bank account.
Yeah, like, Parasite being like, you sitting there watching. Like, to me, that's hilarious. Like,
I wish they would bring more like trash.
They need to bring more.
I like
trash
stuff
talk.
Like that. That's why I like
WWE.
They should have WWE type trash talking at these events. Like, they get on stage and the other teams out there, they can just talk as much shit as they want before the match. So it gets you into it.
That's why boxing was so popular. Like, why is Muhammad Ali so popular? Like, because he talked
shit and back it up.
Yeah, he talked the most amount of shit out of any sports person ever.
It's a guy named Aches that does that. He looks like McLovin and shit, and he talks shit. Like he'll kill you, and then like in the middle of the game, keep shooting your body and shit. Like in the middle of a fucking important game, like shooting your body while his team's still playing and shit. And they'll be like, "Oh my God, Aches is shooting Nadeshot's body. He keeps shooting his body." And like
those teams make it worth watching.
I like that shit, man.
Yeah, it's funny.
I used Black Ops 2 competitive was where it was at, son.
Yeah,
it was definitely the best because they could use the score streaks.
They could use score streaks. Yeah. Oh man.
Do you think if it was 5-on-5, would that change it at all? Or
it should be 6-on-6.
The pro mod rules.
I think they should go 6-on-6. To be
6-on-6. No, everything that's in the game is there. If it's overpowered, you fix it in a fucking patch until your game is balanced.
The thing for me is, like I said earlier, I just don't think the skill gap's there. I don't think the skill gap between the pros and the really good public players is too wide. I mean, a lot of people say, like, you know, the difference between like Jay Nasty and a pro is massive because when he played the pros rules, he got beat really badly. I'm like, but I wouldn't expect to play a pro in their setting and do as well as a pro because I'm not. I don't know their set. I don't know like hard point rotations and shit. Like,
I don't know if you remember that Jay Nasty beef I had. The whole idea between that it came into was pros versus regular guys, and we pretty much got the setting was Optic versus like the Wicked Elite.
Yeah,
and it was neck and fucking neck with rules.
Yeah,
with pub rules, Optic couldn't hang with the Wicked Elite. They almost got whooped.
Yeah, well, no, they lost the domination against the Wicked Elite.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like the even playing field. You're playing you're playing a game that only you play.
Yo, that Wicked Elite team was fucking stacked, man. There was some really good players on there. Like, I remember watching a Scump video, like, afterwards, and him talking about 2 or 3 players in particular and being like, yo, these guys were really fucking good. I was like, yeah, public players have skill. It's just different.
I don't think there's that much of a difference. The only thing that competitive people do is they actually play in that game, in that world. Like, if I would have a team with all you guys and we establish call-outs and we practice routes
exactly.
I'm dead serious. Enough. Like, us 4 right here, we could be good enough on Call of Duty, yeah.
No,
I mean,
I don't think so. Not on a controller.
You don't think you can improve in 2 milliseconds? I'm talking if we practice every day, like 8 hours a day, That's what these guys practice. They do. They play the same matches. They scrim. They exhibition.
Same 3 maps.
Same 3 maps. You get it to the point where you can do the shit with your eyes closed. That's the whole goal.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
Like
all about devotion.
Literally, they be like be not domination, but like be search.
No,
and
they're
then
like,
they know exactly where it's at. Like if I'm in there and somebody say be search, I'm gonna be like.
The funny thing about competitive players, they're always like, they don't say a thing once. They're like, red.
Yeah.
They say like,
make sure they hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sound big. Like, I can't play Call of Duty right now. I suck at it. But like when I was in my prime, there was professional gamers I felt I was better than.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
I ain't going to name any, but like I watched him play. I'm like, I'm better than this dude.
I'm definitely like you would be a good anchor, like the guy with the.
I had a great shot. I got a 36% accuracy on Call of Duty. That's almost unheard of.
Yeah,
I would.
That's pretty high. That's got to be a burst gun though. That ain't no SMG.
That's about all I ever use is burst.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Even when I use an automatic, I.
Yeah, that's the COD 4 M16 era coming through there. That's what that is.
I use burst on Battlefield too.
Yeah.
I like the sound of the Modern Warfare 2 M16. That shit just sounded so good.
It sounded mechanical. Like dang, 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 dang,
yeah. It was rubbish compared to the FAMAS though. The FAMAS was better.
It was good with the holographic.
The sound of the
M16 is the reload.
Yeah.
On the Black Ops 1 M16, that shit sound like trash.
Should we
Yeah. Oh my god.
So we're over 2 hours now. Should we read some reviews from iTunes? Should we do that?
Definitely.
We got Reddit questions and iTunes reviews. Let's start with the iTunes reviews. If you guys want to get on the show, want to support us, always leave a like on the YouTube video if you're watching there, or if you're watching on iTunes, give it a nice rating, and we read some ratings each and every week. So all you have to search is The Podcast Show, one word. You'll find it, or there'll be a link in the description down below. Okay, Zombie Louie. I've been a fan. I've been a longtime fan of Wings, Jive, and White Boy. Now I'm also a fan of Eddie. You guys are amazing together. The show is great, and I look forward to it every week now. Keep up the good work. You guys are the best. Thank you, Zombie.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Zombie.
Really
I like your name. Wings of the Chump Jive 7th Street. Is our next reviewer here. I absolutely love listening to the show whenever I rub peanut butter on my nipples. Keep up the great work. I hope you guys continue having fun.
Paxel homeboy.
See, I want to ask that guy a question, which is very crucial.
How often?
This peanut butter, is it smooth or is it crunchy? That's what I want to know.
It has to be smooth. Who eats crunchy? It has to be those motherfuckers.
Real men.
Yeah, real men eat crunchy.
Real men eat
crunchy. The crunchy one is kind of
Y'all
better.
motherfuckers eat crunchy?
Of course.
Yeah, it's kind of better.
Why is it better?
Because it's got nuts in it, yo.
It's just better. Oh, pause. Crunchy.
Some motherfuckers like nuts in their mouth.
Man.
I love crunchy. Crunchy's so much better in my opinion. Do you guys eat Uncrustables at all?
I have no
idea. I'd say what's
what
better with like strawberry ice cream with strawberries in it is better, but I can't do crunchy peanut butter.
It's weird I say that. I like crunchy peanut butter, but I can't drink. There is one way to get me to guaranteed not be your friend, and that's give me orange juice with bits in it. No.
With pulps? Oh, with pulp? Oh, my goodness.
Orange juice. Oh, you fucking...
No, you can just kill yourself if you give me orange juice with pulp in it. Fuck you.
Especially, here's your orange juice. They got floaters on the top. Oh, my God.
Lemonade with like that string shit in it.
Ugh. No.
I don't like apple pie because the cut up apples in it. I
love that. Apple pie and vanilla ice cream.
Alamo.
I hate that shit.
Oh, some nice hot apple pie. Oh my God. That's
Next
great.
review.
All right, let's reviews. Read another review.
Get an apple pie. Go to McDonald's, get a milkshake, vanilla milkshake, eat apple pie with it.
Are their apple pies still good? McDonald's apple pies
are sugar bombs.
Yeah, true.
Angelic Innocence. Thank you for making this show. I always look forward to it. I have insomnia, and you guys make my boring nights much brighter. Even though
Cool.
Insomnia is a motherfucker, dude.
Oh yeah.
I just cured mine. I'm like I think a week now where I got a normal sleep schedule, and
It only lasts a week, right? Like
let's hope.
I'm back up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like I was good for like 2 weeks, and it's like
I'm forcing myself to wake up early when I don't want to.
you set the
That's
alarm clock, huh?
Yeah, that's helping
That's
a lot.
crazy.
All right, let's see another one. So I came into it oh, this is from Pixhole. So I came into this pretty skeptical. The thing is that I like about the podcast show crew is how genuine they are. They aren't a bunch of sellouts that want to be radio host personalities. Love White Boy, love Wink, surprise.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think
Give us
there's a
plenty of
lefty
time,
batch.
dude. We got plenty of time to do.
What is this guy talking about? We all want to be radio hosts. WYHZ, Philadelphia.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Eddie was talking about how he wants like 60 frames per second. Is that the new 1080p?
God.
It is.
Uh-oh.
It is.
It's
That's
a-
my 1080p. 60 frames a second.
Oh, Ed,
60 frames per
Mouse
second.
and keyboard.
we're gonna do a rap, and Ed is gonna rap about 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Let's do a 60 frames per second rap.
Oh yeah, we were talking in the chat about doing a rap or something. You guys, what was that about? You guys-
No, I said we should do a song.
Yeah, and then
Put it on iTunes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll
I'll
support,
do like
right?
William Shatner spoken word poetry.
Eddie
you gotta
can
do
talk
it. Just
on.
do it with a bad delivery, like.
Yeah, terrible.
Well, guys, this is Ed, and this is the end of the song. And I would like to know that your mama's a bitch, and she's not hard as me.
Yeah. And then like midway through my last sentence, it just cuts off. I don't even get to finish my line.
Cocksucker savage. Listening to the podcast show is better than getting drunk and jerking off, and that's saying something.
That's great.
Well,
I would
thanks,
tell you
yeah.
thanks, but I don't like your name. I don't like your
Cocksucking
name.
savage. That better be a girl.
Yeah, right. Sucking savage.
Okay, last one. Richie Arnand. I love the show.
Thank you, dude.
That's it.
Thank you,
That's-
Rich. Man of
Thanks,
many words.
Richie.
That's that's what we're looking for with some nice positive ratings, lots of love, lots of support. It's nice reading those. There's a lot more that are they're all saying nice things, but we're just read a few here this week, and we'll read some next week
Yeah.
as well.
All of this stuff matters. All of it means something. It all helps us out. All the thumbs up, everything helps us out. Even if you comment on the video and just say like anything helps out the channel. It helps it grow. Like it, if you comment and then somebody sees you comment on the video, they'll say, "What is that video? Let me check it out," and then see it, and then you helped us out right there.
And if you're a dumbass redneck and you can't spell and you want to insult us, please. That's comedy gold.
Oh, that is,
Just do it.
I will. I will be in there. I kill people in the comments, so feel free.
All right,
It is
there's
great.
one last question I get asked this all the time. Who is our first guest?
Who is our first guest?
We're at episode 7. We got 3 more episodes till 10, so we have to.
So,
figure
yeah,
something out.
we did say we're gonna knock about 10 out, and then we're gonna start looking for some guests.
I would love to have. I would love to have Xcal on. I would love to.
Xcal.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll do it.
Would he do it with a camera?
No.
Is he comfortable in front of the camera?
Well, he's been in the camera stuff before with his brother,
Yeah.
in multiple videos.
Because he's a good talker.
Yeah.
Like when I watch his streams or whatever, like he can, have a conversation.
Yeah.
with
He's
you.
got good back and forth.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Xcal. I'd love to get Sandy on. To have Sandy Ravage.
Oh,
That
I
would
know
be fun.
Sandy's doable.
Yeah.
I know Sandy would do it. I like him.
I met Sandy before at a club in
He's
Boston.
so fucking cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
What does
he's
Sandy look
fucking
like?
Laid back like a motherfucker, like a pretty boy.
He's an Italian American,
Matt
isn't he?
Damon.
Yeah, I forgot. The club was kind of dark. You know, he just
Kind of looks like
like a
Juicer, I
man.
think. Kind of looks
yeah,
like
like
Juicer.
like a man.
I don't know what Juicer looks like either. I don't be going on my way to look at these dudes.
Italian. Well, Juicer is Italian Canadian, I think. So.
I mean, the last time I dealt with Juicer, I kicked him off my Black Ops 1 team.
Wings, you'd kick everybody off your COD team. You'd kick me eventually. You would. You'd get sick of me.
You're actually a good player.
Oh shit! Shots fired.
Well, back in the day, Juicer couldn't play worth the fuck on Black Ops 1, dude.
He's pretty good on PC now.
He's probably, I don't know what he's like now, but I'm talking about Black Ops 1. The only time he did well was when he had host. Like, if he didn't have host, he was bottom of the lobby. I remember Woody got on me. He's like, dude, Wings, calm down. He's a friend. I'm like, I don't give a fuck whose friend he is. Look at this motherfucker going 17 and 30 up in this motherfucker.
Oh,
I'm giving you UAVs. Do you not know where the enemy's at? Do you need me to tell you? Do you need me to tell you where your enemies are at?
That's crazy.
I can't imagine like being in a Xbox party chat and have like.
I don't think I ever played a game seriously and died 30 times.
No.
Like really trying to, like I don't think I. And if I died 30 times, I probably had 83 kills or something like that.
I ran into like Optic Nation one time. Like when Diesel and all them, and that was a terrible match. I've done it a lot in Advanced Warfare too.
Some of those guys
Advanced Warfare, I died 17 times, 20 times, but I'll have 58 kills, something like that.
Let me point out, I'm not mad at Juicer at all, and this is all done in comedy. Before somebody yelled, "Oh, there's a beef. This ain't like Ice Cube versus Cypress Hill or any shit like that."
Insane in the membrane.
I mean, I haven't kept up with Juicer ever. I mean, like, I'm just saying from my personal experience. I'm sure there's games where people are like, well, Wings did bad this one game. Yeah, motherfuckers, Advanced Warfare.
And I've got the broken pads to prove it.
I haven't broke any pads on Advanced Warfare yet. Came close.
I came close the other day to hitting my mouse.
You took fucking Advanced Warfare serious as we did when Modern Warfare 2 and all that shit was out. You probably break your fucking monitor.
Like
that game is real frustrating.
Punch straight through the monitor. Bang.
Real frustrating. One day I'm like, why am I even playing this bullshit? Like, it's so childish.
Dude, I remember when I was doing COD, I used to log on like this. I'd be like, click. I'd go, ding. And I'd go.
Here we go, yo.
It's like,
that was Modern Warfare 3, I bet.
It was like embedded in our brains that we just had, like, if there was nothing to do, just play COD. And it was like that for so long, and it's over.
It's because every time you did something else, it got like a fourth of the views. I was getting like 40,000 views per COD video, and then I'd get like 10,000 on anything else.
But it was just, it doesn't do that anymore. Even the views, like White Boy, like if White Boy posts a COD video, the views are like, but if he posts like a regular something, the views are like average. But if he posts a COD video, it's like this. But the motivation just to play the COD is just like not there.
It's the same bullshit. Once you play a game for like 8 hours straight, you just notice patterns. And those patterns, they start getting to you. It's like, all right, this bitch motherfucker's going to be here. What did you do? Oh, that's what you did.
Lobby,
that's how you fucking play, huh? That's how you play. Thermal LMG fucking corner.
They put
he's never done any fucking good. You're
man.
always like 8 kills in, and the guy that kills you off the 9th is like 11 and 12.
It's too many crutches in that game. It's so annoying. So annoying.
Oh, Battlefield Hardline.
Do you know what? I've pre-ordered it.
Just
I can't even fucking play it until not tomorrow, the next day, because apparently
you don't got it yet.
Yeah, no. For some reason, for the game to be in English, it needs translate. It's because it needs to be translated into other languages, or some bullshit reason. You get to play it 2 days early.
I did try to open a lobby. Y'all got lobbies over there.
Yeah, because
but they're not open.
Everyone that's in the European lobbies has either been given a code by EA or whatever. They're advanced copies.
I don't understand why they have different regions.
It's ping.
Ping, yeah, ping.
No, I'm talking about like you have a PAL versus NTSC. Why is that still a thing?
It's not really. It to be honest, those technical frame rate issues, like they don't really exist anymore. So they kind of do. Like people broadcast in certain frames per second, but they're not like whatever.
I'm talking about like disc. Like if you, I don't have a disc near me.
Oh, if they're region locked, you mean?
Yeah, region locked on disc.
Because traditionally, certain regions get certain things earlier than others, so they lock them so that people from other regions can't buy the out of region copy and sell it early.
Do you think it's like the U.S. Mint, where there's they make them in certain states or in countries?
But that's stupid. It's so stupid. I understand why you got to have Street Date. It protects smaller organizations. That's what Street Date protects. But at this day and age, Street Date's fucking stupid. Yeah. Especially with digital distribution. You're punishing people who just want the game they bought.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody invests, or I'm sure a lot of people invest?
Like right here, like Eddie bought the game on PC right now. You're probably buying it on Origins, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have to wait 2 extra days? I said maybe a physical copy. You got to think, well, maybe they got to ship it. It's got to go across the sea. You know, they got to distribute it. But no, motherfucker, why do you got to wait 2 extra days? For what reason?
Yeah, it's stupid. That I agree with you. It's the same with TV shows suffer from this the most. Like the most pirated thing on the internet last year was Game of Thrones, and I'll tell you why it was pirated. It's because Europe wouldn't get it for like a day. Like they had to wait a day for it to come out. Fuck that. Like most people are watching it. Most people are watching a stream of it or downloading it the night it comes out. Like because they don't want to fucking wait. Because people now want entertainment on their terms. I want what I want to watch when I want to watch it. Don't tell me when I can fucking watch this.
All the spoilers would be out by the time you
I'm going to tell you something we all should be scared of.
What?
The internet is slowly pushing more and more for everything to be free. I mean, I've seen a guy named
about that.
I've seen a guy named Sam Harris. He's a writer and he and things like that. And he was sort of talking about like people question him why should they buy his new book when he writes articles of similar length for free. And it's like, at what point does everything has to be free?
It's when well, I'm not going to try and like completely fudge an answer, but generally when things become public interest, like essential knowledge enters the public sphere, public domain. But like if it's someone's like art, like there's always been problems with copyright and things like that. There's always been these problems like, well, if you like a band, you should buy their album because that allows them to do it.
I'm just saying, like, let's say we're doing YouTube videos and we do YouTube videos for years for free, but we make one certain YouTube video, maybe say it's like to install a kitchen sink or something, and we want to charge for that one. People are going to want that one for free too. Like I don't know. I think the internet and this whole like I want everything for free is going to fuck us in the end. Because it's going to I'm waiting for the day that music stops being appealing to like people because they don't want to make music for free.
Well, there's always other ways to make money, and I think the music industry is already dealing with that where their music is pretty much free.
Yeah, downloads.
Yeah, but
the one thing that you can't pirate, and this is the thing, it's like one thing you can't pirate about Pearl Jam is a Pearl Jam concert. You can't get the experience of being at a live Pearl Jam concert without going to see Pearl Jam. So
they gotta do more footwork to make their money now.
Yeah, like all the top musicians, it's not made on record sales, it's made on touring and merchandise. Like that is, and it's true with YouTube as well. Like people who have their own T-shirt line and shit make a lot more money from that than they do the views on the video.
Like, my T-shirt never sold shit, but you got the distributors are going to be there, so the reach is going away. Like usually, a record sales company would get majority of the record sales. Whoever was selling the record would tour and keep the majority of the tour money, and that's how the shit worked. But like now, you got to scrape, and you got to make the YouTube video. You got to do this. You got to be a sensation, and to be a sensation on YouTube, you got to do stuff that's out of the ordinary that normal people can't do.
You used to have to do that. Now you got to be happy.
Yeah.
Well,
and let's not knock, like really traditional, like okay, let's think of content that I kind of admire that I could never make. I kind of admire Drifter because I couldn't make that. I couldn't do his videos for me. Like I couldn't. Like
I don't have enough time. So,
like yeah, they're really difficult to do, but they're kind of they're not about him at all, really, right? So it's almost like scientific research. He's like relaying results to people, right? So his personal inflection on that content is minimal. So people go to him because he's a news source and because he has interesting information, but it's not really about whoever the person behind Drifter is. And I couldn't do that. I'm not criticizing him at all, but you know, for me, I couldn't do that. But for him, it's fine.
What confuses me about Drifter is like, why isn't he bigger?
He's got 800,000 subs, dude.
Well, I understand it, but let's look at like the Battlefield equivalent of him, Level Cap.
Yeah, how many's Level Cap got? 2 million?
1.1.
Ah.
So he's like 400,000 higher.
Drifter only really started exploding in Black Ops 2, but mainly Ghosts actually. Like he was at like 300k at the beginning of Ghosts.
Yeah, he was smaller than me at the beginning of Ghost. See, my channel hasn't grown since 2010. I have not gained a net sub since 2010.
It's because I should imagine it's because the people that are subscribed to you and want to come to your channel and for your content are either already there or have moved on to different games. Like that's true. Like
they've grown older.
Yeah, the COD audience has definitely shrunk. Like it has.
Way I figured is like this. When I started, the people were like 15 or 16. I've been on YouTube going on 7 years now. They're starting their lives now. They're 21, 22. They got jobs. They're finished with school. You know, YouTube's not a big part of them. I never relayed back to the younger audience. I never got the new wave.
Yeah, the new wave isn't playing COD. The new wave is playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That's why you see these huge Minecraft channels now. And the next game that replaces that will cater to that demographic, will supplant them.
And this is going to sound bad. I wish I had a job.
You wish you had a good job.
I wish I had a good job, not just any job. Like people are like, why don't you go get a job at McDonald's or something? Like, because that won't pay my bills.
Yeah,
that is wasting fucking time.
People don't understand.
That does like suck your soul a little bit. Would it be worth it at that point?
McDonald's isn't that damn bad. I mean,
No?
like you mop some floors, you cook some burgers, it's whatever. You hang out mainly when you work in those type of jobs.
I always thought like working at McDonald's.
The pay is what's terrible.
No, I think you're okay because of where you are. I think if you worked like at McDonald's in Times Square, that would be soul destroying. You are just a faceless number. Like nobody gives a shit about you at all. If you're like in some slightly more rural area, it's not quite so bad. But I think if you're in a major city like that, where there's people there that are like billionaires, multiple billionaires, no one gives a fuck about anybody in a place like that. Like that would be soul destroying. Like working at McDonald's in London, I've always imagined being like, fuck that. Fuck that.
I told my buddy Timo, and he says McDonald's is a job people seek after in Denmark.
In Denmark?
Oh, yeah. We was having that conversation. Yeah. They get paid more. Like
because the minimum wage is $22, right? And the job.
Yeah, he makes like $22 an hour if you work at McDonald's in Denmark.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I would work right now at McDonald's for $22 an hour.
The thing about Scandinavia, though, is like they'd get $22 an hour, and that's the minimum wage. But right, Scandinavia, their healthcare is incredible. All right, their public transport is pristine, brand new, runs on time, is better than owning a car. Like, there's no violent crime. Right? All the women are incredibly beautiful in Scandinavia, and all the men look like fucking potatoes. So the men over there have it fucking made. Why do you think they never leave?
I look at Timo's situation, and like, I would trade with him. Like he gets paid to go to school. He gets free schooling.
Yeah.
And it's like,
they pay a lot more tax, though. That's the downside. They do pay a lot more tax.
I would pay more taxes for these. Here's the thing. People like tax. You're English. You don't understand this. Everybody else here is American. I hate the American healthcare system. I hate fucking Republicans. I hate Republicans till the day my fucking heart dies. Hate them. They're so fucking stupid and ignorant. And like, you're trying to tell
They're
me
real
that
arrogant.
they're real arrogant. They're fucking
Yeah.
arrogant douchebags. It's like, here's a argument I heard from a Republican. We shouldn't have socialized medicine because you might have to wait longer at the doctor. I'm like, well, what about the people that have no health care right now that don't even get to go to the doctor? They're technically waiting. Well, we wouldn't be number one in health care. We're not number one now. We're like 33rd in the world. Well, we have the best doctors. Well, that's because they come over here and extort money, make all the fucking money, and then go back to their country. That's why you have Arab and Indian doctors that
And
are so prevalent.
they don't be Americans.
They don't be Americans at all.
Yeah.
They get their education somewhere else and come here, make their money because our system bleeds you dry, and go over there. What the realistic is we have 50% of our bankruptcies happen because of people getting sick. I've never seen a person from another part of the world complain about their healthcare system. I've never met a British person that goes, "Well, our healthcare system's terrible."
No, it's very rare.
They're all like, "It's fucking awesome, dude." Would I not pay more taxes because somebody that needs to go to the doctor will? Yes, I will. But you know why? Because I might be that person one day. Just because I'm not that person today doesn't mean that person that does need to go today shouldn't go because they don't put the same amount in.
Yeah.
You shouldn't let somebody die because of what they've done in their life. I don't care if you're a fucking alcoholic and you drunk your liver away. You shouldn't have to lay there and suffer because of it when people can help you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get any argument from me. I mean, the whole concept of that. I mean, should we make this the last topic because we've gone over 2 hours? Right, last topic. You will. It always surprises me when people say, I have American relatives. My mother is American, and she's lived here for 40 years, and my American relatives are always coming over and they're talking about it. They happen to be Democrats, full disclosure, right? So they happen to be Democrats, and they're talking about this operation that ran to this amount of money and this amount of money, and me and my parents are just looking at them like, what? What are you talking about?
It's $100,000 in America to get your back sewn up.
And I was like, what? They just hand you the bill? And
They
they're
just hand you the bill, and if you don't pay it, they start taking your shit.
And I was like, what? Like, even people that are from different countries, if they get sick or get hurt in England, they get treated for free. Like, you should just get on a plane. It'd be cheaper.
It would literally to take a plane over there to have a heart operation.
Like, what? Like, to me, and that's what's so difficult, is I'm not saying Britain's amazing and America's shit. I'm not saying that. To me, it doesn't enter my thought process, and that's the most important thing, is it doesn't...
You better not be saying it.
Yeah, better not be. It doesn't...
I
don't think of it. I don't think of it. If this table collapsed on me and I broke my leg, or I broke my arm, I wouldn't think, oh shit, I'm in debt. Would never come into my mind.
It happens every day of my life. You know what my number one fear in my life is? What happens when I get sick? I'm making just enough money to pay my bills right now. If I would got sick tomorrow, and I literally sick, I would be bankrupt. My house would be gone. Everything.
I couldn't handle that.
I
I couldn't handle it. I couldn't.
Like,
I couldn't do it.
if I got on the truck right now and got in a wreck, let's say a drunk driver hit me. By the time I got retribution through the court system and the justice system to pay my doctor bills and stuff, I'd be so fucking far behind in bills. It wouldn't even be funny.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's fucked up. The American system is fucked up. The only thing we're number one in, motherfucker, is military.
Yeah.
And corruption.
Maybe corruption. I mean, I hate being American at this point. And you're like, well, get out of my country. I didn't choose to be in this country. I was born here.
And to be fair, there's wonderful, as an English person, as a European, there's wonderful things about being American that I think Americans don't fully appreciate.
Like what?
Your whole system your whole culture engenders in you a sense that you can. And in countries like Britain that have thousands of multiple thousands of years of history, the class struggle is a real issue. And it's not an issue in in a blatant sense, as in, if you come from the working class, you can't succeed. That's not true. But we take it for granted that the landed gentry, people who are from old families with old money, get the best education, get the best jobs, get all this. It's a constant struggle to become a meritocracy, so people get what they deserve in life, not privilege, right? So privilege is a real issue in older countries where rich families have kept a hold of their wealth,
Well,
either through legal or illegal means.
You're acting like America doesn't have this problem.
No, it does have it.
There's a different word we use for it. Around here, we call that redneck.
Yeah.
We call that redneck. The good old boys.
Just the good old boys.
And that's universal everywhere in the world. Only thing America does different than England is England will be up front with you like, you're fucking working class. You need to go back to working class. Whereas America will fucking big you up. Be like, you can be anything, Johnny. Like when I was in kindergarten, my teacher would say, Jordy, you could be the president of the United States. I would call her a liar to her fucking face right now. There's no point in my life I would ever been president of the United States. You know why? I didn't come from a privileged family. I was born out of wedlock. I'm not a Christian. I never had the funds to make it to the political party.
Hey,
you got to be a billionaire.
Barack is a Muslim. Ain't that what
yeah, that's right. Apparently he's not even American, so.
You got to be a millionaire. You got to be a successful millionaire to even be considered to be the president. And you're trying to tell kids that you could be anything you want. You're not going to be anything you want. You're a product of your motherfucking environment. Can you inspire to be something better than you are today? Yes, but I'm sure that happens everywhere. You can choose to go out there.
Product of your environment.
You are a product of your environment.
Hell yeah. Especially in America, that's what you are. To be honest. Like some people slide through the cracks. Like not even 1%. Like 0.5.
And it's bred for slavery. It's bred for slavery. That you're kept down so fucking hard that the only answer to getting out of your oppression is to join the military. And when they get in the military, they use you up. You know what my brother's going through right now? My brother has bad knees. He's addicted to pain pills. He turns to drugs because he has night terrors, and the VA won't pick up any of his bills. He's right now thinking about picking up insurance to go to the doctor to pay for his knees, which he got fucked up over there in Iraq.
Yeah, which they should pay for. Period. Like,
and the reason he went to the military is because he didn't feel like he had any kind of job opportunities, and he wanted to gain something. That's America. America is veiled slavery. It's for-profit prisons. It's fucking revenue agents sucking you dry with hidden taxation just so they can say that our taxes are lower than other countries in the world. It's people believing in nonsense that we have these doctors that happen so-called being the best in the world while we have a higher mortality rate than most of the known world. We're not a first world country. We are a military fucking totalitarianism disguised as democracy. America's a terrible country that just happens to have all the guns.
You are going to catch some fucking flack for that. But, you know.
Who has the best trucks, though?
America.
No, Toyota make better trucks. Get wrecked.
Toyota.
Fuck
Get
Toyota.
wrecked.
Toyota sucks.
If I had the choice between some fucking Ford F-150 piece of shit and a fucking Land Rover Discovery, if I had to get somewhere, Land Rover every time.
Land Rover's made by Tata Motors.
That's the same people.
No, they're made by BMW. BMW own that brand.
No, Tata owns Land Rover.
I thought BMW owned Land Rover.
No, Tata owns Land Rover and Jaguar.
Well, if they own the brand, they don't make the cars. We make the cars here.
But that's saying anything. We have Toyota factories here in America. That doesn't make them American.
I'm thinking of Land Cruiser. What the fuck am I talking about?
Land Cruiser, Land Rover, it's different brands of the same car.
Yeah.
Land Cruiser's Toyota. I'm sorry. Land Cruiser is Toyota.
Yeah.
What's the one that Top Gear? I suppose you might not have seen the English Top Gear. They took a Toyota truck to the North Pole and.
That's the Tacoma.
Yeah, they
destroyed a Tacoma and they took one to the North Pole.
Toyotas.
But the Tacoma's overrated as fuck. You could have did any light truck.
Truck talk.
You could have took any light truck and did that. There's nothing that the Tacoma does that's out of this world impressive or any different than anything else.
They did a recent show, the English one. They did one with a Raptor, I think.
Yeah.
F-150 Raptor, and the big Chevy truck, I think. And they rescued, like, they put one of them in Canada, like on a mountainside, like in snow and stuff. And he had this satellite watch that told them where he was, and they had to go and rescue him. It was like obviously like set up, but they used a Velociraptor and this truck to see if they could actually do
Ford
the shit.
Raptor.
Yeah.
The Ford Raptor probably could do it.
Yeah, no, they both did it, but the Raptor did it better.
Yeah, the Raptor's designed to be an off-road vehicle.
Yeah.
Is towing another man's truck with your truck like fucking them in
That
the
is
ass?
an insult. That is an insult. You gotta go to
Truck etiquette.
You don't let your truck get towed by another man's truck. It doesn't matter about the specs. It doesn't matter what the machine actually can do. It's an insult.
So in the comments section, as a goodbye, we should ask everyone, I think, if you like the video, like it, obviously.
Definitely.
And tell your friends or whatever. Leave us a comment about what truck you would use to save your mum if she was stuck in Antarctica. In the comments right now, what truck you would use and why. And we'll read some of the best answers next week.
Better be American.
A Tyco RC.
Shoot, if I had to pick, I'd pick one of those Russian trucks that has like 16 wheels on it.
No, that's cheating. That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Okay, so Jive, do you want to take us out for this week?
And there you have it. This is Podcast Show Episode 7, and I'm a fake radio announcer. Like who?
The podcast show. Something you can fuck your bitch to.
The Podcast Show. Something you can fuck your bitch to. And we're out.